he just solidify his legacy. That's it. We don't care, nigga. Shout out to we wouldn't, and we will be a dynasty, nigga. Stay tuned for that, nigga.
You got Black Celtics fans in 2025.
There's more Black Celtics fans than Bucks fans, period. So that's
In
what it is. What it
2025,
is.
I
man.
don't even know if that's true.
You do realize that you do realize that I mean you do realize like I mean it is what it is. Like there's not a lot of Bucks fans in the world. It's just not. I mean it is what it is.
Not a
Like
lot of Black Celtics fans in the world.
it really are though. You just sound stupid. You don't know ball. I already told you don't know ball.
Amen.
But that's cool though. Who was
Oh
the
my
first? Who was the
god.
first?
What are
Who
y'all
was the
niggas
first?
going to be, yo?
I
Who
Y'all
don't
was
might
who,
as
Who
know,
niggas
well.
who was
ever
one
bro.
of the
Nigga,
who
bro,
was
that
one of the
hey,
first teams
hey,
to get played
hold on,
on
hold on, hold on,
national?
hold on. I'm not even
Who,
gonna lie to you. Hold on, true. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This is my one caveat. If I win, you're debating Nahari next match,
you're not
next match
gonna
card.
you're not gonna win.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
don't,
Then
and
that's all the
you're
more
not
reason
gonna
for you to.
win.
That's all the more reason for you to take the bet. If you that
No,
confident in your
I'm not
sponsor,
saying. Well, here's the thing. Here's the
you beat
thing.
me.
I'm not debating regardless though. So
That's
it is
fine.
what
That's
it
fine.
is
That's
though.
fine. You beat me. You don't gotta debate this nigga in the hard like that. You just gotta hold that up. But if I beat you, when I beat you, you're facing Nahari next batch
I'm
card.
not. I don't have to do anything though. That's the thing though.
Then,
I don't have to debate him.
but true,
I don't have
true,
to do
true,
anything.
true, true.
I'm
For
not
the
gonna
culture,
lose
true.
though.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, 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 niggas always
So the
I,
proverbial
I
shake
see why I
is
see why
going
you
down
always
right now.
stuff on the Andre
No,
because
here's
you
no.
just like
Here's
that
the
nigga.
thing
He's
though.
a nut. Talk a lot, but you don't want to. You don't want to fight
The
nobody.
debate not gonna the debate not gonna happen because if we're gonna have it's not gonna happen because if he's not gonna agree on a topic. So it is what it is. I'm not debating him. It is what
Now
it is.
that is
He's
that is gonna be
scared.
the catch. If I do
He's
beat him
scared.
and y'all do this debate, Nahari, whatever topic it is that he gives you, that's
I'm,
But
I,
y'all
but
once
bro,
regardless
y'all
though,
casual.
once
When we
y'all
debate,
once y'all
casual.
agree on it.
When I
When,
casual. When we debate the first, when I swept it the first time, it was on his terms. He chose
okay,
the topic, and I still
all
took
right,
it. So
all right,
it don't
all
matter
right.
the
guess,
Okay,
people.
okay,
but
okay.
guess what though? But guess what? But guess what? I'm still not debating regardless what happens. So it don't matter,
All
bro.
right,
I get it
We'll
don't
see.
matter,
We'll
bro.
see.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
it's
But
not gonna
salute to
happen.
everybody.
Period. I don't have
Salute
to.
to Andre. Salute to Andre. Appreciate you for being up in the chat. Oh man. So we got a match card. Very very entertaining for y'all. First off, we salute to all the contestants, the debaters tonight. 38. Am I crazy? 38. Salute to him. Salute to Ishmael. Salute to Kai the King or Kai or that Philly nigga, Wankster, if you will.
That
Um,
that first off, that Philly nigga is crazy. But all right,
shout out to Nari. Shout out to So Crazy TV. Please make sure to go and check out his YouTube channel. Another YouTube channel that you need to go check out with. Let me go ahead and move my big ass head out the way. Uh, Mr. True the King. Mr. True the King TV. Please make sure to go check out his YouTube content. These guys go live on a regular. They also drop post pre-recorded content for you guys to enjoy. So please make sure to do that. Also, on my channel, if you guys have not seen it yet, I just recently uploaded a video. Three things for you to know before becoming an NBA fan. So if you can, please make sure to go there and get them views and likes up, and make sure to comment in the description for the next video you want me to do. But with further ado, and we done waited long enough for this bullshit, man. We got so much animosity been festering between the second matchup actually. So we're gonna put that on the back burner. But the first matchup we're going is actually a fun fact. Was literally just created about 3 hours ago. None other than the Harry the Bulls fan versus Ishmael. Come on now. Let me get some horns up in here. Let me get some horns up in here. Come on now. All right. Come on, bro. And Ishmael and Nahari were bored, had nothing to do. They put their hands on their hip and they said, "Man, I could use some work." And they looked at each other and they said, "Man, one-on-one me, pussy." And I said, "Well, let's get it going. Let's get it going." So they're gonna go first. All right. Now this debate tonight is gonna be shout out to So Crazy TV, who's also in the panel. Shout out to Ace 30, who's also in the panel. Shout out to Dart. Michael Jordan's fans are the best. He said he just got done from work. Appreciate you for tuning in. This debate night it should be pretty good, pretty damn good. So the debate topic will be Giannis versus Kevin Durant. Who has the better peak? Kevin Durant will be 2016 to 2021, and Giannis will be 2020 to 2024. And so, without further ado, let me go ahead and set up everything for you, gentlemen.
Who's going first? You want to go? Who's going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
Who's going
Go
first?
first.
Casual.
All right, bet.
How general? How
Yeah,
generous? How generous? Yes, sir.
Shout out to Ishmael. We're doing a freestyle debate, y'all. Freestyle debate, real quick. I'm saying shout out to Ishmael.
Real niggas don't gotta do all that, but
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are, Casual.
Well, let me go ahead and set the timer up for you real quick. I'm just fucking tripping right now. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm finna be setting up the 3-minute timer for you. All right, so Nahari and Ishmael, if you can please click on my screen where it says join activity. You'll see the timer. If you don't want to see the timer, that's fine. I will be essentially I'll be counting from 3 minutes. Once you hear the zero, or once the timer hits the 0 button, you will hear the sound. All right, and you'll have 5 seconds after that sound, because I understand sometimes you may be wanting to get your point off. So I will give you 5 seconds for you to be able to finish your point. However, if you are continuing to talk after that 5 seconds, between the 3 voters, there will be 1 vote deducted from you for one of those rounds. Do you guys understand the responsibilities?
Yep.
All right. Understand. Let's go.
Perfect. So the voters tonight will be So Crazy TV. All right. Right now, I'm sorry, Angel is not here. So 38, if you don't mind, can you take on the voting responsibilities for this battle right now?
Fam, I'm kind of working on my debate for the next.
That's fine. True.
Plus, you
Kai,
really need to.
well, if True and Kai
Nah,
is fine,
True's not voting on this debate.
True's not doing
True
it.
is definitely not voting on this debate.
That's crazy.
I
That is
mean,
No,
I am
good.
voting though. I am voting though. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
if True's vote, we can call the debate off right now. I'm not gonna do this.
And we don't need a
already-
debate. We don't need a
already-
debate
oh,
then.
hey,
It's cool. We can move on next
Sturdy,
debate.
hold
Move
on,
on to the next debate. Move on to the next debate.
Sturdy,
Casual,
Move on to
you
the
know
next
you being
debate. I'm
nasty,
not playing
nigga.
no
Hold
game,
on,
bro.
hold on,
We
time out.
can't
Hey,
get judges. Move on to the
I
debate.
need some order.
Move
in
on
this
to the debate.
motherfucker. I need this order in some motherfucker. Chill out.
I'm just trying to
Sturdy.
go over my
Now,
little.
hold on.
That's fine.
Come on, y'all.
Mute
Bro,
up.
I'll
Get it
leave right
together,
now.
man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get
Chill
this on.
out,
If he
guys.
debates you,
Chill
if not,
out.
Hey,
Come on,
Crazy, do you mind?
I'll be a judge. I'm good with that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Sturdy, do you mind being a judge for me, brother?
Yeah.
All right. We got 2. God damn it. And then Kai, do you mind being
You
a
gonna
judge?
lose anyway. That's the crazy thing about it. Like that shit wild. That's just crazy about it. Like get smoked.
Kai,
I
do you mind
thought AC was doing it.
AC
It's a freestyle.
Hey, shit, if you need to work on your shit, like get prepared for your shit, go ahead and get prepared for your shit. Fuck it. I'll be the judge. Me, Sturdy, and So Crazy will be the judge, okay? All right. Is that fair?
Yo, all this to lose. That's
Let's go.
crazy though.
All right. So, without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. All right. So, Ishmael, you're going to be starting off, correct?
Yep.
All right, brother. So, as soon as you get to talking, the timer will start.
Okay, when you think about bucket getter, efficient scorer, arguably the most complete scorer of all time, the most versatile scorer, arguably the most skilled scorer for a guy that's at least 6'10 and above, you about Kevin Durant, the most efficient scorer of all time, easy 30, literally unguardable. And during his peak, Kevin Durant is an unguardable player. Nobody can guard him. Defensive teams need to stop him, need to double team him, need to impose different schemes every time he gets up to 30. He doesn't even need to be a shot chucker like a Kobe Bryant. He's the epitome of a pure hooper. This pure hooper stuff started really around Kevin Durant. It's because that's what you want in a basketball player. A basketball player that's able to adapt in all levels of scoring. He's able to drive to the rim. He's an elite finisher. He's a great post player. Handles like a point guard. One of the most skilled players of all time, and he's an elite three-point shooter. He is unmatched, and he's a nightmare for any elite defender. He has the ability to be any type of scorer you want, where you want him to be catch and shoot and off ball, pick and roll. You want him to be a three-point shooter, a spot-up shooter. He's your favorite offensive bag for any team. You want him on your team. You don't want a guy like Giannis. Giannis, the Greek freak, he's only known for the fact that his name in itself says what he is. He's unskilled. He's not really a pure hooper. He's just known for his athletic capabilities to be a great basketball player. But Kevin Durant, his adaptability to be a great basketball player, to be a winning player, showcases his peak during the time where he last season in the Oklahoma City Thunder and the time during the Golden State Warriors years, where he became a great rim protector. Well, not as the level in this as Giannis is a superior rim protector and a superior defender, but the fact that it shows that Kevin Durant has the capabilities to adapt to be a great basketball player, a real hooper, a real bucket getter, someone you need to score for you, someone that you need to open the offense when you don't even have other shooters surrounded by you. Except in stands for Giannis, he needs shooters. He needs what the Bucks currently play today, a 5-out offense where he needs to drive to the paint and try to kick it to shooters. He needs to be surrounded by players because of his inadequacies as a complete basketball player. Unlike Kevin Durant, who arguably nobody could stop him, not even LeBron James himself, arguably the greatest two-way players of all times and a great rim protector, LeBron James. You can't even have LeBron James stop you. Nobody can stop Kevin Durant. I'm picking Kevin Durant every time if I need someone to be on my team to get buckets. And that's what I got to say for my first round.
All right. You already understand the rules, so I don't think I have to repeat it. So let me go ahead and set this timer one more time for you.
All right, man. Let's talk about Giannis and Kevin Durant in their peak. And yes, Kevin Durant is the elite scorer, but that's really all he's providing you in his peak compared to Giannis Antetokounmpo, who in his peak was more than just an elite scorer. From 2020 to 2024 was some of the most efficient and productive scoring seasons at his position of all time at the power forward position, averaging over 30 points on elite efficiency. And on top of that, the passing, the playmaking, the defense, the rebounding, all were peaking all-time great heights in his position. When you look at the fact that Giannis is one of the greatest off-ball defenders in NBA history, help side rim protection is elite, the recovery defense is amazing, the transition defense is elite, amazing. His ability to flat out be able to be that strong, fast, and his agility to make passes as well and be a ball handler and a hub for your offense is something KD cannot do. As good as KD is as a scorer, Giannis Antetokounmpo is a far superior playmaker. Giannis is very good at finding guys. He's finding cutters with his passing. He's very good at creating open opportunities. He's driving the kick and collapsing the defense, drawing the attention. They make the passes as well. And when Giannis Antetokounmpo provides you with elite value in so many other aspects of basketball besides scoring, on top of him being one of the greatest scorers of his position in history. I mean, a lot of people really sleep on Giannis' scoring from 2020 to 2024, especially 2023, what he was able to do, being the most efficient scorer in basketball that season with the highest volume. That just shows you his versatility as a player. Yes, Kevin Durant, elite scorer, but Giannis is providing an overall player. And not only is he not doing this in the regular season, but he's able to do this in the playoffs as well. The translation is there. Giannis is just much more all around as a complete basketball player. And the difference between Giannis and Kevin Durant is Giannis just impacts the game more than Kevin Durant. It's just simple as that.
Oh, you done?
Yes, I'm done. Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. I don't think we
Feel like
left.
I said enough in that round.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Ishmael, let me know when you're ready, brother.
Yeah, give me 5 seconds. One
Go ahead.
second.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take your time.
We can leave time on the on the clock.
Shit. Typically, it is not.
Yeah.
Niggas would not prefer for you to do so.
No comment.
How much time did
I
he leave
mean,
on it?
Yeah, typically, we
please
would
just
prefer
judge
you.
the debate. Can we not be nasty?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
1 second.
No, you
Leave
good.
my pen to my.
This nigga trying to. All right.
Okay, I'll go. All right, you ready? All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
Hold on.
talk now.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to try to be too long, but basketball, being a great basketball player, that's great for the all around and all that other stuff, but that doesn't mean anything when at the end of the day, it's your value, what you can provide to your team. And Giannis is not a team player like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, when he went to the Golden State Warriors, it brought out the betterment and the strengths. It played to his strengths as a basketball player. It made him better. It elevated to where we've never seen a player to this magnitude ever in basketball history when it comes to efficiency as a score, as a pure score. You know why we've never seen this? It's because unfortunately, Kevin Durant wasn't the beneficiary of playing around shooters like Giannis has through his peak. Kevin Durant unfortunately played with Russell Westbrook, who shot about 29, 28% from three, and then didn't open the space very well. He wasn't able to translate his offensive arsenal to the level that we saw him playing for the Warriors. And because of that, the space was more open. Because they played through that motion offense and more, you didn't have a player that was controlling the ball as much as Westbrook, and they moved the ball around and they were unselfish. You saw that the Warriors were able to dominate. And that's the purpose of it. You want to be able to be a player that can be utilized to your strengths. And also, when your strengths can't be utilized to maximum capacity, what can you do for the team that is deficient? And the Bucks are not deficient because Giannis is a player who is inadequate. He's an inadequate offensive player who needs shooters. And the fact is that he's not going to be able to develop the arsenal that Kevin Durant has if he played on another team. That's the point of being a great basketball player, is your adaptability. And it's also the intangibles. Kevin Durant has the intangibles of a basketball player that you want on the court. Very cool, calm, and collective. And when it comes to high-pressured situations, when it comes to the clutch, Kevin Durant is there, and he's not complaining to the refs. He's not trying to yell the refs ear off. He's not complaining about fouls. He's not a dirty player. He's a pure basketball player. The Greek freak is what he literally is. He acts like a freak. He's a player he's a dirty player. He cheats. He uses intimidation tactics where he tries to be over physical because he lacks the creative ability to be a real hooper. He's inefficient as a basketball player, and so it's limited to the fact that you have to be able to surround players to support his limitation as a good basketball player. And that's why Kevin Durant, you want him on your team. He's more convincing to you because of his adaptability and his game and his skill set. While Giannis is a player that he drives to the basket, and that's all he can pretty much provide.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. You ready, brother?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's cook. Let's cook.
Well, I find it funny that you brought up 3-point shooting and floor spacing, but in the peaks when Kevin Durant quite literally played with some of the greatest forcing of his entire career of NBA history. That's Steph Curry and Klay Thompson Warriors team, and that's what's his peak season. So Kevin Durant had the proper floor spacing to be elite, and also the reason why Kevin Durant, a big reason why Kevin Durant went to Warriors is because he couldn't do things that Giannis could do. Again, outside of scoring at the elite level, Kevin Durant's provided you nothing else at elite. He was able to go to a Warriors team. You have the Draymond who's providing you some elite for defense, help defense communication. He was able to go to a Warriors team that's providing you some elite playmen like Steph Curry. So that took the burden off of his back. He simply couldn't do them things himself as a player because he never, ever was the level of player, never was ever the level of passer playmaker that Giannis was, rebounder that Giannis was, or defender that Giannis was. And we talk about what Giannis was able to do and his adjustments, what he was able to do. The fact that a wall simply stopped Giannis. A wall in 2019 stopped Giannis, and he developed as a passer, a playmaker in the other years. He was making the proper reads in the playoffs to overcome those hurdles, and him adjusting to his team and how his team played him. And the fact that even in 2022, when his team didn't even have floor spacing at all, that team in 2022 versus the Boston Celtics was one of the better defensive teams we've seen since the 2008 Celtics. He was able to dominate even without proper floor spacing, and his second best creator in half court, going for most of that series. If you look at what Giannis was able to do in that series in the playoffs, able to get 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists, there is no player in NBA history that has done that in the playoffs. That is historic levels of production that he was able to produce without his second best player and off the floor spacing around him. And he was able to do that in 2021 when he had one of the best playoff runs we've ever seen, and he had one of the best finals performances we've ever seen, both offensively and defensively. So when you look at Giannis, he's more of a complete player than Kevin Durant because he doesn't need as much around him to be able to be maximized and execute at the highest possible level. And there's just certain things that Giannis has accomplished in his peak that are simply just peaking at all-time great heights. When you look at the fact that Giannis in his peak is only one of three players in NBA history to win an MVP, DPOY, and Finals MVP. There's only two other players in NBA history that have done that. That is Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those are the type of talks that Giannis is in his peak. We talked about somebody that is one of the most dominant forces, not only on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end. One of the greatest rebounders ever. One of the greatest passers at his position ever. So Giannis was able to adjust in the playoffs, and he just impacts the game more than Kevin Durant. Time.
He keeps fucking throwing me off with this. God damn it! I keep thinking he gonna actually finish through it. Okay, Ishmael, you ready?
1 second. Give me 5 seconds again.
All right. All right. Chat. Let me know how we doing here. There should be a poll up going up soon. After that, you guys can give us your thought process on what you thought so far of this. I gotta be honest with you, man. It's looking pretty good. Sturdy, how you feeling so far? You good? You still attentive? You ain't fell asleep yet?
Yeah, I'm still listening, man. I'm listening. Save my judgment after.
There we go. Let me check on my debaters. That's gonna be going shortly after this. 38. How you feeling? You good? You still practicing? Warming up? Shit, that nigga he probably left.
I'm Gucci. I'm listening. I'm listening sometime, and I'm catching some stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be there.
All right, good. You good. Kai, you all right? You all right back there?
Say no, I'm here.
There we go. All right.
Okay. All right. I'm ready to get started.
Ready? All right.
Yeah.
Timer starts when you talk.
Okay, I just want to say that when he mentioned the wall that stopped Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's a clear indication that Giannis is not the hooper that KD is. The issue that KD mostly has is teams stop him from scoring 60 points. He said it himself. I mean, like if I had the ability to choose a player that can have a wall to stop me because I can't really shoot, and I have this. It's the delusion that I am a great passer, but really it's the fact that the spacing that's needed in order to make him a great playmaker. It's not because he has this real skill of a great playmaker like a LeBron James or a Chris Paul per se. It's because of the fact that it's the system that enables him in order to do that. Kevin Durant, yes, the Warriors helped, like I said, play to his strengths because he played with elite shooters. That's what you want in offense. You want elite shooters. But Kevin Durant doesn't need that to be great. Giannis Antetokounmpo needs that. It shows that maybe he's an all-around basketball player, but that's due to the fact that within the system he plays that supports him in that what you're talking about all-around basketball player. But what's the most important thing that you need in basketball? You need scores. You need someone to give you a consistent bucket. While Giannis is like I said, a superior defender, KD has the adaptability and the ability to be a good defender or a decent defender. After he left his time in OKC to play with the Warriors, he became one of the best rim protectors on the team, and he started to become even better on the defensive end, blocking shots where he was top 10, in blocks that in the following year in 2017 with the Warriors. And so you want a system, you want a player that is adaptable, a player that's in control of himself on the court when it comes to situations that are clutch, and that you need someone to be cool, calm, and collective to execute that as best as possible. Not somebody that argues with the ref, not somebody that has called himself the Greek freak, somebody that asks him in questions when they interview him that he's scared to be challenged, that he feels that being a failure, it's okay to be a failure, that it's okay to be able to lose, that it's okay to be able to accept it. The NBA is a grown man business. It's a production-based business, and you go where you need to win. You go where you exchange your service for someone to return that for your legacy and the investment of your future, the investment for your family. And that's what KD did when he went to the Warriors. That's what KD does in case of where he wants to win, to be able to excel his skills, okay? Excel his skills the best way he can take them wherever he wants, because he's an adaptable player. But unfortunately, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not an adaptable player. He has to stay with the Bucks. He has to stay with a losing organization. That's why he hasn't really done anything in terms of the coach. The coach is making changes this year, and that's why they have a losing season right now. And this okay.
All right. Oh man, woo! All right, it's the last
I'm
one.
ready. I'm ready.
You start when you ready.
I'm ready right now.
Go ahead.
It's funny that he brings up the 2019 Wall and how Giannis wasn't adapting. That was the main argument, and the reason. And you also tried to say that Giannis isn't a great playmaker. Part of the reason the Wall slowed him down because Giannis wasn't able to make the proper reads outside of the Wall. In the proper reads, he was not making. He just wasn't developed as a passer and playmaker. When he developed as a passer and playmaker, you see teams not even scheme a wall against Giannis because it doesn't slow him down now. Teams try to wall him up, but he just makes proper reads to corner shooters, players in the dump offs, and he's just a much improved playmaker. This is why you see in game one, if you go watch your history, in game one, the Celtics did try to go to the wall. Giannis had a triple-double, and he picked it apart. That's adapting as a player. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses is adapting as a player. Giannis knows that he's not a good shooter, so he puts consistent pressure on the rim and generates some of the best quality looks in the league. So yes, Giannis' playmaking is far beyond box score numbers, assists. It's his ability to generate quality looks for open shooters and cut his way playmaking and passing ability, and him being able to capitalize and make those passes with his playmaking. Hence why he is a better playmaker than Kevin Durant. He's able to leverage his playmaking with his ability to get to the rim much more than Kevin Durant can leverage his playmaking with his scoring. And on top of that, it's funny how he bringing up the system this and the system that. Part of the reason Kevin Durant peaked so high was because he was in a system in Golden State that maximized his strengths and weaknesses. Giannis actually depended on the system far less than Kevin Durant depended on the system. Kevin Durant leaned on that system far more than Giannis because Kevin Durant had major deficiencies in his game, where his passing, his playmaking, and his rebounding and his shot block. All that he had major deficiencies in his game. Hence why he went to go join the Golden State Warriors. So you're bringing up the fact that Giannis needs a system around him is actually quite the opposite. Kevin Durant needs a system more than Giannis needs a system because Giannis was able to in multiple situations, even when his teammates was not performing at the best of his possible at their abilities, to translate in the playoffs and impact the game outside of his scoring. And you keep bringing up scoring. We understand the scoring impact. But what Giannis is able to provide as a scorer, rebounder, passer, playmaker, offensive rebounder, and defender, it just trumps everything that Kevin Durant can provide. We've never seen Kevin Durant to impact the game in so many different ways when his scoring isn't going because he's just not that caliber of player. He's not that caliber of player who can impact the game at different ways, like every other all-time great does at their peak. See, that's the problem with Kevin Durant at his peak. He just simply isn't as all-around of a player as you need, and that's why he needed the Golden State Warriors for him to be maximized. Giannis didn't need to be maximized for his full impact to be felt because he was the system in Milwaukee. He was the guy going into the playoffs, being the anchor to some of the greatest defenses we ever seen in the playoffs. He was the guy anchoring some of the best offenses in the league when his guys were hurt in 22. That's the type of player Giannis is. He's much more versatile as a scorer, playmaker, passer, and defender. Fine.
Hey, we that's it. That's it, fellas. Fantastic. All right. I understand. My judges may need a second for us to get our gather our bearings. Real quick, I just want to answer one of the questions asked in the chat by Dart. Michael Jordan's fans are the best. He asked Ishmael, "Did you want to face me in a debate, or does Casual want you to face me in a debate?" I just want to make it perfectly clear. I don't force nobody to do no fucking debates they don't want to do, but I do influence making it happen. Let me say that. So if Ishmael wants it to happen, if you want it to happen, I will do my best to make it happen. But other than that, I am not forcing no one to debate somebody they don't want to debate, unless his name is True the King. Then I'll force that nigga to debate no hurry. But
I'm not debating the Harvard regardless. You know that.
Sturdy.
I'll come here and freestyle the whole time and lose on purpose until I'm hard.
Sturdy, do you?
That nigga trash.
Hey,
True. Mr. Mike.
Stop. Both of y'all.
Hey, real quick though.
Yeah.
Real quick though, respectfully, fam, though, like, True the King, you out of order, fam. Like, he in the middle of a debate and you argue with him between rounds, fam. Like, you out of order for real.
I really didn't at all. I don't know what you been listening to. I didn't say his rounds was trash in the middle of his round. I didn't say that.
Hey, I'm about to start muting. I'm about to start muting niggas because we in the middle of it. We in the middle of a judging. We're in the middle of the
exactly.
Judging. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sturdy, are you ready? You need a little more time.
No, I'm good. I can get my
Crazy. Are you need a little more time, or you good?
I'm good.
All right. I guess Sturdy, we'll start with you, and then Crazy, then you, and then I'll finish off.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me kick it off. All right, bet. So first of all, shout out to y'all for stepping up at the last minute. For those who don't know, once again, these brothers just set this up like about an hour, about an hour and a half maybe before we started the stream. So shout out to y'all. It was good. Shout out to you, Ishmael. This is actually one of the better first timers. You had good structure. But I picked up what you said. You was gonna have fun with this debate. For a last minute debate, I think both gentlemen did good in terms of definitely describing the player, how great they were during their peak. I thought both were lacking in terms of certain specific examples, at least in the beginning of the debate. And also, but that's common. That's common because it's last second debate, so like these guys don't have that many specific examples. So that's the only thing that I'll say that's lacking. But outside of that, I had Nahari winning 2-1. I had Ishmael winning the first round. Primarily because Nahari had audio issues his audio got better throughout the rest of the debate, but the first round was kind of hard to pick up on half the things he was saying. So based on just clarity alone, I gave it to Ishmael. Ishmael gave a great structure on who Kevin Durant was and how great he was during his peak, as well as what made him such a special player. But the reason why I gave Nahari the last two rounds, 2 and 3, is because his rebuttals was better. I thought he did a great job in replying and rebutting the fact that Ishmael tried to Ishmael did a great job of highlighting some of Giannis' weaknesses, but Nahari did a better job in showing Giannis' ability to overcome those weaknesses, and he provided examples such as the Boston series and as well as specific things in his game that made him better in those aspects. And so the second, third round, I would say the second, third round between the two gentlemen sound very similar, but that's only because it's last minute debate. But overall, great showing from both gentlemen. But I give it once again. I give Dahari 2-1. That's it.
Shout out to Sturdy. Shout out to Sturdy. Long time FYF member. Take debates co owner. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Crazy. Go ahead and take it. Take your vote. Take your vote, brother.
All right, so in okay, both of these brothers they did their thing. Shout out to Ishmael, it was the first time. So the first round I gave it to Nahari. No, no, my bad. The first round I gave it to Ishmael because I couldn't really hear Nahari, and I liked how Ish put his points together in the first round. He named how KD was more skillful than Giannis, and he actually told us about the defense and how KD uh, is a good rim protector.
Mm,
Um, I would have gave it to Nahari, but really couldn't hear him in the first round.
okay.
In the second round for Ishmael, in the second round, he told us about he even dived deep about the OKC KD and what he had to deal with Russ. And there was no spacing and how KD is just a dominant scorer and how Giannis needs the system rather than KD because he named KD is the system. But I still I gave round two and round three to Nahari because his rebuttals, he had great rebuttals in those rounds, and actually explained why Giannis is just a far more better defender than KD, and he actually rebutted the point of what Ishmael was saying about how KD is the system and Giannis isn't the system.
Okay.
So I had to give him that. Um, but other than that, it was a great debate, even though it was on the fly.
All right. All right. So we got two Nahars.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Won't make much of a difference for mine, but one, I just want to like sincerely, I want to give you guys both the kudos for this last minute debate. I know Sturdy said it and Crazy said it, but I don't think you guys understand, bro. When it comes to debating, this shit is not for the faint of heart. And 3 minutes is very very long, as you guys saw. Nahari, literally finished his shit in like a minute and a half. So like, this shit is not for the faint of heart, but the fact that you guys stepped
Mhm.
up and took this debate and actually did some research, last minute research to be able to make the arguments that you guys did, bro. Phenomenal work, brother. Thank you guys. Um, I'm first round. I went with Ishmael for the same reasons that my two counterparts said. I think Nahari, I think you were on the cusp of making some good points. You were getting ahead of steam. However, when your internet started messing up, it started to become for me. It started becoming a little difficult for me to um, be able to pick up what you were putting down. And so slight edge went to Ishmael just because of those technical difficulties. However, the second round, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the funniest part about it, Ishmael, was I picked up on the nastiness that you were putting down when you said that Giannis was not a good teammate or he was not a better teammate than Kevin Durant. And when you did that, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, if Nahari does not pick up on that or he does not make the right rebuttal, that is an excellent play on your part. Just because you will force him to have to take more time for him to have to dispute that argument. However, Nahari being very, very, being the person with a slightly more experience in the debating, he did a phenomenal job of addressing that and then going back to his point. And then in the third round, I think Nahari closed out very, very well, speaking about the multitude of different ways that Giannis was impacting the game as opposed to Kevin Durant in the scoring front. Also pointing out how you were leaning heavily on the scoring part of Kevin Durant's game. And so for that reason, I'm going to go 2-1 as well to Nahari. But again, Ishmael, this was a fantastic first start, and I can't wait to see what you do against other niggas, bro. Like Dart, who's in the chat right now. But Dart said he also goes. I think Nahari won 3-0. I don't know. You got to get that nigga at some point. But but that's my vote. That's my vote. That's my vote. But no. So we'll go to Ishmael. Ishmael, you being the person that lost, you have the ability to be able to speak and say whatever you want to say, and then we'll come to you, Nahari, and then we'll open it up to the panel for a little bit before we go to the next matchup.
Well, I'll gladly take this loss. Congratulations, Nahari. I got whooped 3-0, but it was fun. I did what I could about Kevin Durant. It's not. I like his scoring, but he's not a player that's really favorable for me because the lack of other versatility of things he does. But I tried with that. I tried saying, you want him on your team more than Giannis and whatnot. But like I said, this was pretty fun. Nahari did a great job. I just bowed down and say I humbly take my loss, and it was pretty fun. And I do more debates. I'm gonna see if I can find more nasty stuff about playing for my position. And my thing was, I was just trying to convince y'all to see if, it's not that if whoever's better or who, it's just I was trying to convince, Kevin Durant and stuff. I was trying to sound more convincing. But like I said, it was fun. Appreciate the judges and everybody. But all right.
I did come late.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, we still got some more debates, so if you still down to judge, you're more than welcome. Unfortunately, I hate having to do this to you, but I got to give you the sad horn, bro. But you probably the best one that got the sad horn so far. So we're gonna go to the winner. My man, Mr. Nahari, the Bulls fan or the Bucks fan. I'll give you the Bucks fan for the day. I give you the Bucks fan for the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you got to say, Mr. Winner?
I mean, shout out to Ishmael, man. There's not a lot of niggas that would do a debate on a freestyle like that at our notice, man. Shout out to Ishmael. I'm not ducking smoke of some of these niggas in here. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know who you are. And man, this was like, I mean, I feel like in the first round I definitely could have used my time a little bit better, but I was kind of talking a little bit too fast, putting a little bit too much information in that first round. But yeah, it was on a 1 hour notice, so I couldn't really structure my rounds. Shout out to Ishmael. This was a great debate. This was fun. He tried to get nasty. He tried to throw me off my pivot, but it didn't work, nigga. It was a nice try. It was a nice try.
Well, hey, salute to you. Yeah, good win. Man, hopefully we can get that next win for you. If I do what I'm supposed to do on my end, but
that shit was trash.
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna leave
it.
Nigga
that shit was trash, bro. That nigga struggled. Okay, let's make this shit clear, right? Nahari won the debate. Nahari won the debate. Congratulations.
DeMarco.
But the fact that you did this is nasty work.
Let this go on for like 5 minutes, then we on to the next one.
Shout out to Ish too. Shout out to Ish for his first debate. But this is the type of sorry shit. See, here's the thing though, bro. This is nasty work. So a nigga that glazed Giannis for a living, right? So he already knows anything about Giannis. He's ready for. Let's be honest. Everybody,
I didn't know about that.
Let's be honest though, right? Dude that literally defends Giannis literally for no reason every single day, right? He knows things about Giannis. He can get in any type of debate with Giannis at any given time. He don't need no preparation. That's just a fact. So let's just call it right there. And granted, as an uphill battle for Ish, Ish did the best he could, but like you said, Giannis had the rebuttals and things of that nature. But don't sit there and say, "Oh, this is last minute, nigga." You've been debating for Giannis for long many times, bro. That's nasty work. Don't listen. You take the win. You did a good job, bro.
Hold on,
Don't try to act like you
I refuse
handicapped.
to
You wasn't
believe.
handicapped, my nigga.
Hold on,
Stop it. You trash, bro. You trash, nigga.
I'm not going to continue
That's
to
all I
keep
gotta
yapping.
say,
I'm not
bro.
going to continue to
Garbage,
keep
nigga.
yapping.
Like
Niggas,
that.
And
niggas
True,
voted.
I'm gonna just
Niggas
call you
voted
out.
for Dwight's number.
I'm
That
gonna just
shit
say this,
died.
get this off my chest. True the King, you the same nigga who got swept by me on a completely different topic, and it wasn't close.
Damn,
You got swept in the chat, and you got swept in the
damn,
chat, and and your own people voted against you. That's how trash you
damn,
was against me, and that's how bad your material was against me, nigga.
damn.
So you have no right to be
Who's the
calling
main event?
anybody
Who's the
trash
main
with
event?
the
Who's the
performance
main
that you did
event
against
though?
me, nigga.
So
Because
all that being
respectfully,
said, you never been
it's
the main
crazy.
event in your
No,
life.
hold on. Mute your
Cause I'm
mic.
a
Mute your
smoke
mic. Mute your
casual.
mic.
Now I'm gonna definitely
Hey,
smoke
guys,
casual.
I'm
Casual,
trying to get my piece off. He called me out. He called me out.
you
It's
trash.
crazy that a
Like you
nigga
would
like
never get a
Ishmael.
debate with
It's
me
crazy
though.
like a nigga like Ishmael. It's crazy a nigga like Ishmael gave me a harder time debating than you, the quote unquote best debater. Nigga,
Make a Wish Foundation.
nobody
Make a
takes you
Wish
seriously.
Foundation. Ten
Nobody
cents
takes
a
you
day.
seriously.
You can save a kid with 15 cents a
Everybody in
day.
this. Hold on,
You
mute
know
your
them
mic,
commercials
nigga.
back in the
Mute
day?
your mic.
15 cents a day.
Mute
You
your
can
mic,
save a little
nigga.
nigga life.
Mute
Fuck out of
your mic.
here, bro.
I'll let you yap. I'll let you crash the plane, nigga. Like I said, nobody
15
takes me
seconds.
seriously, and every time I ask to
15
debate,
seconds.
I even give you hold on,
You trash.
because I'm such a real nigga. I'm such a real nigga. I even give you chances to
Yo,
get your smoke back, but you know you're gonna lose, so you duck and dodge every single time.
bro.
So
I'm gonna
nigga,
be
be
real with you
quiet,
though.
be quiet,
Bro. These type of dick,
be
bro.
quiet, and
Listen,
get ready for your
I'm gonna
debate.
be
Because I
real
know
with
we all
you.
know you're gonna lose. We all know you're gonna lose. You have legitimately a 1% chance of winning, and just be humble.
You do
Because
realize this
everybody
is
in
my
this
last
BC took
night.
turns.
This is my.
Everybody in
You
this
do
BC took
realize
turns. No
casual.
Jason Tatum.
You do realize
Everybody on
you
this
would.
team took turns. Hold on. Everybody in this VC took turns. No Jason Tatum. No Jason Tatum. We all took turns cooking you, filet mignon you, throwing you around.
Oh wow.
Where your mom at? But anyway, that being said, too, I want y'all to do realize this too, though, right? That
Oh God.
casual and you are in the same.
Yeah,
This
this
is the
nigga
same
so
Oh
type of
down
my
bad.
type of
He
debate.
complaining.
Hold
He
god.
up,
complaining
hold
because
up,
I won a
hold up,
debate.
hold
This,
up.
this,
I'm
this, this
gonna
is the
be
down
honest.
bad niggas right here, man. This
I
nigga is
want
such a
y'all to do
hater
realize.
that he's
I want
complaining
y'all
that
to
I
do
took care
realize
of business.
this is my last time doing these type of debates. Cause like I said, I'm giving niggas too many opportunities and shots and things of that nature. I've been
And
said
you
this.
getting cooked.
I've been said
Somehow,
this.
out of all the
I've been
people in this,
said this. You and
people in this
the
BC
hard and
besides
casual is in
38,
the
any
same
niggas to
type
be
of
in the
lane.
debate.
I want y'all
You
to know
debated
that. I've
all of
been
us. You
saying
debated
this.
Herm. You
I've been
debated all of
saying
us.
this.
We all smoked you.
Bro, you not on Herm level. You're not on
We
Sturdy
all
level either.
smoked.
None of you.
Even if you don't think I'm on Herm level, we all smoked you. You not on nobody's level. You got smoked.
I'm better
Everybody in
than
this
you.
BC took
I'm
turns
better
cooking
than
you.
you. I'm better
You
than you,
still mad
nigga.
about a cooking that happened hours
I'm
ago.
better than you.
Filet
Hey,
mignon
I'm
you.
better than you
guess
though.
But you
what
don't. But
Hollywood
I'm better
how
than
can
Herm?
you
you.
be better than me if
Guess
I
what
beat
Herm
you?
I make more
said?
Come
money
on
than
now.
you.
Everybody
I look
knows it.
better than you, nigga. My girl look better. My
Guess what
shoes look
You ain't
Herm?
better.
nothing.
My
You ain't
tie
Guess
look
nothing,
what?
better.
nigga.
Guess what
If
Herm
you better,
just?
I would never.
Hey,
A nigga that's supposed to be better wouldn't brag about being better.
hold on,
So you're
This
not
is
no,
better.
hold
crazy.
on,
Yo, bum ass, shut your bum ass up, nigga.
And
Talking
all
about I
and
would
all
you,
this
hold
and
bitch.
on,
all
Yo,
this.
truth.
bum
This
ass up,
nigga that's
nigga.
conducting
Oh
another
my
debate.
Hold
god.
on, truth. I
Yes,
gotta ask
I'm gonna
both
ask
of
you right
y'all.
now.
Now
Will
I'm
you
gonna
debate me?
definitely
Yes or
smoke
no?
casual now. Now I'm definitely gonna smoke casual now, nigga.
Hey,
You just pissed me fuck off, nigga. You bum, shut your bum ass up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut your bum ass
Yeah,
up, nigga.
this nigga's with
Now I'm really turned up
him.
now, nigga. You did this to yourself
Oh,
at
nigga,
casual. Blame the hard for this.
I don't gotta
Blame
get
the hard
personal,
for
nigga.
this. All right,
Hey,
now I'm gonna be
I
on
you
got you
camera
got
mad.
that
now.
I have
vibe.
Now I'm about to
anything
be on
personal
camera.
against
Now
you,
I'm
nigga.
about to
I
be on
got you in
camera
your
now.
feelings, nigga.
Now I'm
Throwing
about to be on
personal
camera
shots.
now.
That's how
Now
I
I'm about
know
to be
what that
on
nigga
camera now,
dead, nigga.
nigga.
I,
Get on
I
your
gotta
knees,
stoop to your
nigga.
level, nigga.
Get on your
I
knees
gotta
for
stoop to your
casual,
level,
nigga.
nigga.
Get on your knees for casual,
I don't
nigga.
gotta stoop to your level, nigga. Cause I already cooked you, nigga. I
Your
already deep
bum
fried
ass
you,
up,
filet
nigga.
mignon you, nigga.
Man, you scared to get a dog, nigga. You
I
scared to
already
get
got
your
that
finished
pops,
the
nigga.
promo
warrior
You
you,
scared to get
nigga.
your
on
pops,
down.
nigga. What you talking
The
about,
I
nigga?
already
undisputed
finished
Your
the
real
bum
warrior,
nigga
ass
nigga.
up,
talk
nigga.
down now.
There go the
You
pop.
never would have the right deep fried you.
Y'all can
You
argue for
never.
months, nigga.
I took the
That
soul
bum
out
ass
you,
Mike.
nigga.
Here we go
Stop
with that
talking,
bum
my
ass
nigga.
Mike again.
Be me a
That bum
debate
ass
first,
Mike.
nigga.
That
Stop
bum ass
talking,
Mike
nigga.
again,
meet me
nigga.
in the
That's why
debate
you
place,
lost that
nigga.
first round,
Meet
nigga.
me
That
in the
bum ass
debate
fight.
place, nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Hey, all right. Now, Sturdy gave y'all 5 minutes. Y'all had 5 minutes to get all that shit off y'all chest. But it's time to move this shit on, bro. We got to wrap this shit up. All right? So I'm finna unmute y'all. But if y'all still going, nigga, I'm finna mute y'all again. Let's chill out. All right? It's at 38. This is your turn. You and Kai finna get your ones in. All right. So you
All
ready?
right, we gonna talk our shit about the what's the name or not? I
You
thought we
gonna
was gonna talk about the
Yo,
game.
we
yo, yo, casual,
yes, sir.
yo, casual. See if yo Ishmael, can you judge this one? I don't know if Ishmael does this.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm at work. So, but yeah, I'll listen. Who's debating?
Right now it's 38 versus Kai.
38 versus. All right. Yeah, just explain everything, what it's about. Yeah, cool. I'll judge it. No
Okay,
problem.
okay. Herm, can you help judge for this debate? This nigga Herm. I feel you know what I think, Sturdy. I think it's when he hears a question he doesn't want to answer. He be like acting like that nigga ain't by his phone, but he buy his phone.
How many,
Anyway,
how many judges you need, fam?
we just
Crazy
about good.
Nahari and
38, 38, 38, 38. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. I'm handling it right now. Thank you. Nahari, are you good? Are you good to judge this debate?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
I'll
if I,
judge it. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if
I'll
I
judge
want
it.
him. I don't know if I want him being a judge from my
That's respect. You gotta
he
respect
got
it. You gotta
he got a
respect
lot
it.
of animosity towards True. I ain't
But
gonna
he
You
lie.
gotta
don't.
I don't,
But
respect
I
it.
don't,
You
I
wait,
gotta
don't, but I don't
respect
care.
it.
he
Hey,
don't.
Kai, I don't care. But listen, Kai. Listen. I respect you, nigga, because you not like this, nigga. You're not an insecure
No,
nigga
you're
who
not
has to
gonna
throw
be a
personal
judge,
shots when they
bro. We
getting
gotta
beef out
figure
all
something
day.
out.
Hey,
I'm
Figure
not
something
gonna be
out. And
biased.
I'm
You
hey,
not
gotta be
judging. Period.
biased.
I'm not judging no debates either, though. So let's make that shit
shit. Because
clear.
I was
But
actually
hey,
about
you
to.
heard what he
True.
said.
I was about to ask you. Could you as
I'm
well?
not. I'm not judging. I'm not
But
judging.
yeah, though,
I'm.
that's
I'm
fine. I'm
pissed
fine.
off
I'm,
now
hey,
because I'm pissed off. I'm
listen,
gonna
Mike, nigga.
smoke. Now
Nobody can hear you,
I'm
bro.
gonna smoke something tonight. I'm gonna
Okay.
smoke something tonight.
All right.
That being said, hey,
Good.
listen. If that's I told. That's why in the hard you got no credibility, nigga. You
That's
can't even be
fine.
a
That's
judge,
fine.
nigga.
That's
You
fine. That's
can't
fine.
be a.
That's
You
fine. That's
can't.
fine. All right, we're not doing that. No. All right. Kai, are you serious? You don't want him to judge, or can he judge?
I guess he could judge. I'm just saying. I don't want no hostility because you
But
got your beef going on
I
with
will.
True.
I promise you,
All I'm
Kai.
saying.
I promise you, Kai. I'll take the blunt of the blame if there's any hint of biasness with his voting. Okay, I'll take it.
All right.
All right. So we got Ishmael, we got Kai, and then Crazy. Can you judge for this debate as well, or do you want me to?
No, can you
Yeah,
please?
I'll be a
Yes. Yeah.
judge, y'all.
Yeah, yeah,
You'll be a judge.
Herm guy.
All right. All right. So we got Ishmael, we got Herman, we got Nahari as the judges. I'll lay out the format one more time for you guys. There is a timer. It will be 3 minutes on that timer. I will allow you guys to speak throughout that 3 minutes. Once that 3 minutes is up, you will hear this sound. Once you hear this sound, I understand sometimes you might need to finish the last part of your statement. So I will give you 5 seconds for you to finish that statement. However, once that 5 seconds is over, you will hear the sound one more time. If you continue to speak throughout that sound, one of these votes from one of these voters for one of these rounds will be deducted from you particularly. All right? Do you guys understand that?
yeah.
All right. All right. Now, 38, you lost your last battle. So that means Kai gets home court. Kai decided he wants you to go first, so you will be the first to strike.
Oh wow! I thought it was. Oh, okay. That's what we doing.
Yeah, for every that's just okay. Yeah, let me let everybody know that. For anybody that loses, the losing part of the battle of whatever battle you're in, you will not have home court because you lost your last battle.
No, what I'm saying is I thought it was understood that he was going first, though. That
Man,
like
Oh
that's
AC, shut
okay.
your ass
no
up
no
I
and
no
never
debate.
agreed on it.
Shut
Never
your ass
agreed.
up and
no no
debate.
no. But we speaking to Kai earlier. Kai understanding these rules. He said he wants you to go first and he'll go second. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and put the timer up for you guys so that you could be able to.
Wait,
Oh, go ahead.
so
I'm sorry.
y'all gonna let us do our intros before y'all start the thing, right?
No, nigga. I know you tried to get away with that shit last time. That is not happening.
No, that's
Oh
what
no, no,
y'all.
no.
That's what, that's
He
what we
don't
said.
got a long intro. He's just trying to do a little intro, a little promo, and then he
How
gonna
long?
start.
How long do you fucking need? How long do you need?
You know, the nigga took
It's
too long. Remember, I had to call him to get in
after I
here.
Just use
after I
his
do my
time.
little
Just
normal,
use
my
yo,
normal
Cav, just
intro I
use his
do every
time for the
time,
intro.
fam.
Fuck
My
your
normal
intro,
intro I do every
man.
time.
I'll give you.
I'm a dog some points. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a dog some points off of you already because you want to do all this extra shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey,
It's cool, man. Do what you gotta do,
Hey,
fam.
hey, just do your debate, bro. Fuck the intro. Just do your debate.
nigga, I'll give you. I tell you what. I'll give you 10 sec. I'll give you a 10-second head start. Is that
I'm gonna be
fair?
real with you. Why are we
I get.
wasting time right
Yeah, no,
now?
no,
That's
no, no.
all
But
Hold
I'm
on,
guys,
hold
saying.
on,
if
hold
you
on, hold
want to
on,
do
hold
it,
on.
hey, Cav, if you
I'm
want
gonna
to do
get
an
it.
intro, but
I'm
Stop,
Giannis,
gonna be
stop,
you
stop,
honest with you,
talking.
stop.
bro.
Wait.
We can debate. Me and
Wait.
Cash, we can debate right now, Cash. I'm
Kai.
gonna be honest with you, bro. Like
Oh
niggas just
my.
playing with time. Like, come on, bro.
True.
Like, I
Hold
don't
on.
like.
Hold
Come
on.
on, man.
Kai. Can I give him a 10-second head start so he can get this dumbass intro out the way?
Go ahead.
All right, 38. You get a 10-second head start, not a second more. Okay? You get 10
All right.
seconds.
But
Go.
the clock starts when I start talking, though,
As soon as
right?
you start talking, I'm gonna count to 10
Man,
and
you
then
can
I'm
give him
starting your
20. I
timer.
don't care.
All right. Okay.
9.
Man. Dinner table set. Salute to the waiter. Man, I'm going straight for the meat. Pause.
5.
Through the potatoes, man. So look, we're gonna
Yeah,
start
I'm
off like
going
this.
there.
Team to team. This is Dream Team versus Redeem Team. Now, we're gonna do some comparison. I'm gonna tell you how I'm approaching it. So
1.
for the best time, I'm gonna show you how I'm approaching it. So for the best team, we're gonna get into some coaching shit. Now, y'all got D'Antoni, who ain't never won nothing, Nate McMillan, who ain't never won nothing, and Jim Bowman, who only won
10.
one NCAA tournament in almost 50 years with Carmelo Anthony. And then you got Mike Krzyzewski, but he ain't never won nothing in the NBA. So he was our assistant coach. So that's what he did. He learned from the GOATs. So now we going to our coaching staff. We got oh my God, who we got?
Bro, what
We
the
got
hell?
dude. Are you talking during the debate, fam? Calm
No,
down.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to mute you if you keep doing that. Go ahead.
Exactly. Okay. We got PJ, who's 40 years, and we talking about futuristic, he got 03, 05, and '07 championships as assistant coach. And then we got Lenny Wilkins, who's the top 75 in what? As a player and as a coach. And then we got Chuck Daly, who's back-to-back champions. So when it comes to coaching, we gonna take the W and we gonna give them niggas 0. Now, next thing we want to talk about is leadership. Now, the only person they can pick is Kobe Bryant because he's the only one that had 3 chips. Now, we know that Kobe Bryant 3 chips, he was Robin and not Batman, so he really didn't lead them shit. So now we're gonna talk, but he did have one MVP to where he lost to Boston. So now I'm confused. Our leadership, we got Mike the Face. We know he's full of determination and he's full of the greatness. And then the captain and the co-captain is what? 2 people who led what? The 2 best organizations in the NBA. That's the Celtics and the Lakers. Now that's Magic and Bird. Magic and Bird. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about, man. Now, y'all gonna say, oh, Magic bad back and all that, but he was still averaging 20 and 10. So stop that. And then Magic, if we're talking about 2008 and 2019 and 1992, Magic had more MVPs, more Finals MVPs, and more championships than the whole damn crew on 2008, man. So I'm confused. Now we got coaching and we got leadership already going because Bird, what? He's executive of the year, coach of the year, plus all his championships. So that's Kobe who didn't lead them to nothing against our leadership. So well, I'm confused. So we win leadership and coaching. Now we already know that when it comes, let's get to the stanky shit. We already know when it comes to teams, you only as good as your weakest link, and that's Christian Laettner for us. We already know that they what had a spot set for a college kid, but he was the best, and he beat Shaquille O'Neal, and he led his team to 2 chips, 91 and 92. So he was the best at that. 13 years in the league, and he got 1 All-Star. Okay, but he did better playing for USA than 4 of your players. Who are they? Kid only averaged 1.6. Michael Redd, we ain't gonna even talk about that. He didn't do shit. Now, Carlos Boozer only averaged 3 points. Let's stop talking about that. And we ain't gonna even get on that.
I'm sorry, Casual. I just want to reiterate. Can you reiterate?
No, Israel.
I'm sorry. Can you just reiterate what the topic is? What's the topic again? I'm sorry. I'm trying to judge accordingly. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey yo, y'all want to smoke your boots, nigga? What are you talking about?
Right, yeah, let's continue debate.
Let's go on mute, man. Let Kai go.
Oh, yeah. No, you want to do over for real though? Like you couldn't have been serious.
God, I'm fucking crying, bitch.
Hey, y'all are
It's
very
ugly,
mean,
fuck.
man.
Hey, y'all-
Mark said y'all are very mean.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. Let me get myself together.
Shit, look at my fucking eyes, bro. I'm fucking crying.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo.
I can't go. I'm finna mute up, nigga. It's your time.
Hold up, I don't even see
Hey,
the
you gotta
thing.
hold it together, Kev. Gotta hold it
I
together.
got you. Fuck.
It's fun. It's funny though. Funny.
Oh my fucking god.
Why
Let's
it's not
get it,
working?
Kai.
I don't see the timer. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you. I'm trying
shit.
to
It should. You don't even need the 3 minutes to be real,
I
but
don't. Okay. First off, I don't know why he mentioned this stuff that don't got nothing to do with the Olympics. We ain't talking about what you did in the NBA. We talking about what you did at that current time. You talking about leadership. You talking about stuff that people did in the NBA. Let's talk about what Kobe did on that team. First off, he set the tone. He was working out, getting people to work out with him early in the morning. They seen that. They said, "Oh shit, I need to get in line. I need to take this shit seriously. We got shit on the line. We the redeem team. We got to come back. We got to get this gold medal. Because not only did we lose in 04, we lost in the FIBA World Championship in 06. So you know what they did? They copied Kobe every day. You know what they did? The first game they played, Kobe set the tone. You know what he did? He said, "Oh, that's my teammate. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run right at Paul Gasol." He set the tone. He set the tone, and everybody was playing aggressive defense from the start to let these teams know that they serious and they about what they about to do. He talking about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They was way past their prime. Let's talk about the Redeem team. How everybody on that team, nobody was over 30 except Jason Kidd. Everybody was in their prime. Everybody, 23 to 29. Let's talk about how they played better competition. Y'all over there playing people that we never even heard of. We over here playing Paul Gasol, Mark Gasol, Ricky Rubio, like great talent. People that's already in the NBA and that's all stars and made in the NBA. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not even gonna use the whole thing. That was funny.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the whole thing.
All right, 38. Second
I
round.
was 38.
It's second round. 38. Go ahead and let's get right.
I don't know
let's
who
get,
the vote
let's get right, bro. Let's get right.
Okay, he mentioned competition. Now, I can arguably say that our practice team, which had Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, Allen Houston, Chris Webber, and Eric Montross, was a better competition than anything you played against in the whole Olympics. I can easily make that argument. Or you're probably gonna say you want something better, huh? Okay. We had to beat Croatia. That was Tony Kukoc, who had just signed a big contract with the Bulls. But you also forget that Drazen Petrovic was on that team. Now, before 2008, you're going to think of Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki. Now, who's right behind them three? Them two? Drazen Petrovic. He was averaging 21 on the Nets that time. And then that was only his third year. So who knows? And then the rest of the team is Hall of Famers, even the coach. So who knows how good that team was? And it was very consistent. It came bronze in 93, bronze in 94, bronze in 95, because it was going against USA in the Olympics. So you're talking about competition, it's early nothing. But let's talk about the facts. Like, you're going to talk about all this versatility and all that. Okay, now none of your big men, Dwight Howard, not even Carlos Boozer or even Chris Bosh even shot a three the whole time of the Olympics. So what's the whole thing going to be with all this versatility? Now, we have the defense covered because at the 2008, you only had 5 players that had one all-second defense. That was Dwayne Wade, Dwight Howard, Chris Bosh, Tayshaun Prince, Chris Paul. And then you had what? Besides Kobe and old Jason Kidd, who only averaged 1.6 points. Besides them two, that's all your defense. Now, we got Scottie Pippen, who was all defensive first team that year. Now, when you're talking about all the defensive players, we have the only 2 defensive players of the year, and that's Michael Jordan and 3-time all defense of David Robinson, 3-time all defense of Patrick Ewing, 3 times all defense of John Stockton and Larry Bird. See, that's the whole thing. So we beat y'all on defense, but at the end of the day, we beat y'all in scoring too. Because when I Googled you, y'all had a 31.4% from the 3-point range. Now, when you add up what the Dream Team shot from 3-point range, it's more than 40%. So we shoot better than you too. You forgot about the 19.9 feet from the 3-point that they used in USA at the Olympics. That's what had Magic shooting 46% from 3, Scottie Pippen shooting 39%, Chris Mullin shooting 54%. Oh, but Charles Barkley, he shot 87.5%. See what I'm saying? As a team, we shot better than you from 3. So we already we better shooters, better defensively, we're bigger, we have better rebounding, like we have better everything. So,
all right. All right, Kai, I fixed the countdown. Whenever you are prepared, you can go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get you taken care of, and you can be able to monitor the countdown as well. Can you see it?
I see it, but it's not moving.
Well, it should be moving now. Do you see this?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
Whenever you're ready, brother.
All right. I find it funny that you mentioned practice teams, but didn't the dream team lose to like college kids? Then y'all lose to college kids, but you saying you way better. You saying you way better than us, and the select team is way better. Y'all didn't play anybody. Y'all didn't even go against Tony Kukoc. You talk about Drazen Petrovic. Yeah, he was nice. He was cool, but that's one person. You wasn't going against Dirk or Steve Nash or Hito Turkoglu or Carlos Arroyo or Manu Ginobili or, like I said, like Paul Gasol and Mark Gasol and Ricky Rubio. That talent is way better than the people that y'all had to face. That's why it was such a big discrepancy in the score. Y'all blew teams out, but y'all didn't play nobody good. Y'all blew teams out by 40. We blew teams out by 30. And the talent was way better. You talk about defensive teams and all that other stuff, that don't mean nothing. We talking about what you're doing in the Olympics. Like I said, Kobe set the tone. Everybody was playing defense, aggressive defense. That's why the team was constructed the way it was. Let's talk about how the Redeem team had way better chemistry because it was put together. It was put together better. Let's talk about how they had young athletic wings that was locking people up at 94 feet. Let's talk about how we had a young prime Dwight Howard that was a 3-time defensive player of the year. that was locking anything down in the paint. Let's talk about how we had Kobe, who was averaging 15, and you had LeBron, who was averaging 15. And then you had D Wade averaging 16. And you had a whole bunch of point guards, not just Jason Kidd, but a prime CP and a prime Darren Williams that could easily facilitate and get people open with ease. Let's talk about the versatility. You talking about because y'all shot 3 pointers a little bit better during that time. Like, come on, the versatility is different. Like, you got a whole bunch of plethora of ways to score inside, mid range, outside. Like, what are we talking about? I'm done.
All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. 38. Can you see the countdown as well? You you good with it?
Did you set it for 3 minutes?
Yeah, I set it for 3 minutes. Whenever you ready.
All right, cool. Yeah, we was blowing people out 40 average 40 points per game, but we a better offensive team. We the only ones that average over 100 points a game. We scored 100 points. No way, not over 100 points a game, but we were the only ones that scored over 100 points every game. We average 117. Y'all average 106. So we're a better offensive team. Now let's talk about depth. Now, okay, y'all gonna start LeBron James, Kobe. Okay. Who else? LeBron James, Kobe. Wait. We gonna start Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and David Robinson. Okay, against y'all starting five, it's gonna look okay. It's gonna look a little cool. It's gonna look all right. Now, but when we go deeper into the doggone lineup, then what's it gonna look like? Because we have real depth. Y'all don't have that. All right. Now y'all gonna have coming off the bench. Y'all gonna have Michael Redd, Chris Bosh, Carlos Boozer, Darren Williams, and D Wade against Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Larry Bird, and Clyde Drexler. That's athleticism, shooting, assists, scoring, rebounding, defense, experience, and toughness. Like you ain't gonna be able to get rid of none of that. Look, and then when we coming off the bench extra with shooting. Chris Mullin averaged 13 points a game, and shot over 50% from three. And Christian Layton has shot 33% from three and averaged more than them last two dudes you got on your roster, Tayshaun Prince, and 14 years in the doggone league, Jason Kidd. So we got you on depth. We got you on better coaching. We got you on better leadership. We got you on overall talent, having 11 Hall of Famers against your six potential eight. That's where it all that. Then we going by the rules. The playing tougher, playing bigger, playing stronger. That's the Euro rules, man. Playing defense, actually, that's the Euro rules. That goes to our eras. That gives us the benefit. And I already told you how we was better 3-point shooters than y'all. Y'all 31.4 against our over 40%. So we better on offense, better on defense. We got more depth. We got better coaching. We got better leadership. Like I'm trying to figure out our weakest link is better than four people on y'all team. And then overall talent, we was named the best team with the most talent ever in the league. So with all this scoring, all this defense, that's chemistry. Like, so I'm confused. We beat y'all in chemistry. We beat you in competition. We beat you in depth. We beat you in overall talent. We beat you in who has a better weaker link, leadership and coaching. That's how you get the better team, man. So I'm very confused on what you even thinking. Okay, let's go to the teams y'all beat. Y'all beat Brazil, had a couple.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Is that round three? That was round three, wasn't it? That was round three for 38.
I think, yeah, that's wrong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So we
that's
got
wrong.
one. So Kai, this is your last. This is your last one, and then we going to votes. All right. Sound like a plan?
I ain't gonna lie, I can't see the timer. Like it don't come up.
It hasn't set up yet. Here, you see it now?
No, it's like frozen.
Here. You see this?
Nah, I don't see it. But it's cool though. You keep talking about y'all was the better 3-point shooting team. Y'all took less threes. We took a way higher clip of threes. Like the volume was bigger, so that's why y'all shot better. Supposedly, we shot way more threes. We didn't just shoot a bunch of twos and go inside. You keep talking about the team is way better. At that particular time, y'all wasn't. Y'all was past y'all prime. Larry, like I said, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, they was retired, didn't even play no more. All your players was old. If anything, if y'all matched up against the Redeem team, they would run y'all out the gym. It's a reason why they didn't have to have a whole bunch of just household names and just put a team together. Like I said, they had better chemistry. They trained together. They ate together. Like they made sure they was on the same page. That's the reason why you could have players like a Tayshaun Prince or a Michael Redd be on the team and the team gel collectively. You keep talking about y'all blue teams out by 40 and y'all scored 100 points and all that, but y'all didn't play nobody. Y'all played no household names. Y'all played nobody that was that great in the Olympics. Like I said, how many great NBA players that was in the Olympics at the time did y'all play against outside of a Drazen Petrovic? Y'all didn't even play Tony Kukoc. Y'all didn't play him. Like, why you keep saying that when I told you everybody that we matched up against? We matched up against Dirk. We matched up against the Gasols. We matched up against Carlos Arroyo, who probably better than a lot of them teams that you played. The Mono Ginobili's. Mono Ginobili better than all them people that y'all played at that time. So yeah, of course, it's easy to score against a bunch of no disrespect, smush Parkers than it is to play against, somebody like a Bruce Bowen that's good on defense. If we played against the competition that y'all played against, we would have had it our way too. We got challenged with adversity. Like I said, we ain't get beat by no college team. We played against other grown men. We wasn't losing against college kids. I'm just saying.
That's it. All right. Judges. All right, we're rolling over. We're gonna do.
Yo, can you hear me? Can
Yeah,
you hear me? Can you hear
we
me?
can hear you, Nahari. So Nahari will be Nahari. Are you down to go first? Or do you
Um,
need a little more? Do you need a little time?
yeah. I'll go first. I'll let
Okay.
them think about it.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Give
Um,
me give me 1 second. Ishmael, are you good to go, or do you need a little time?
I'm good
Okay.
to go. I'm ready to judge.
Herm, you good? You good to judge, or you need a little time?
Yeah, I'm good to judge.
All right. Nard, you go ahead and shoot first. Ishmael, you'll go second.
um,
Herm, go third, and then Ishmael, just want to let you know that somebody in the chat that is asking a question, so I will ask you that after we finish with this debate. Okay?
Okay.
shout out to 38 and Kai for pulling up, man. Shout out to them for pulling up. This was definitely a debate, man. This is one of the debates of all time. I I I oh man, the first one I'm gonna give it to Kai. I feel like he made the bigger points, like in the first round. 38 brought up a lot of the talent they had on the team, like the averages of the points, but it wasn't really moving me to the level of which Kai was bringing up the defensive intensity with the Dream Team and how Kobe Bryant had that defense being so intense defensively. And I feel like that was the best point made throughout the whole entire first round. So I'm a slightly edge the first round to Kai, slightly edgy. I feel like that first round, 38 could have said a lot more to just gas up his team as far as the talent on the team, the depth in the team. So I'm gonna just give the first round to Kai because I feel like he harped on the team a little bit better. The second round was actually a pretty close round. 38 bringing up the 3-point shooting and the rebounding of the Dream Team, but I feel like Kai also won the second one because he kind of went in depth in the team a little bit better with the Dwight Howards and the versatile wings and also the youth. I believe he made that point the same time that there wasn't a team of above 30 and how they were so versatile with the youth and things like that. In the third round, cleared 38. I feel like he clearly won that round. I feel like he finally started to go in deep about Team USA as a team, how deep they were, how good they were at rebounding and stuff like that, how good they were at scoring, how they were the better offensive team. When he brought up the points that, and he brought up the point that every other team in that era averaged 100 points and how they outproduced the 2018 production wise, so they were a better scoring team and they were a deeper team. He made a couple really valid points in that third round, so I'm gonna give the overall third round to 38 because he made some really valid points about their team compared to Makai, who really harped on the competition more than just breaking down the team that round.
Okay. All right. So we got 2-1. Kai. All right. We're gonna go to Ishmael. Ishmael, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and give your votes.
Yeah, I give it 3-0 to Kai. It was a clean sweep. I from the debate, um, from the entire debate, Am I Crazy just did not have any structure. His points just did not really seal the deal with anything. Especially like it didn't start off great in the first round, and so all the way to he did better in the third round. But the thing is that he didn't really have any rebuttal. It was I kind of didn't really understand his points. What really just Kai just won simply just being relaxed, stated his argument, and he really just it's like he didn't even have to throw any punches to win this. To be honest, that's all I gotta say.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Herm, it's on you, brother. It's on you.
Oh boy, 2-1 Kai. 38 took you long enough to warm up. It should not took you no two whole goddamn rounds to finally warm up for the third round. The first round, I hate to be harsh, but somebody got to do it. Got to be the asshole. I'm the Simon. I'm the Simon off of what was that damn show? That singing show. I'm just the
Oh, you talking
asshole
about American
judge. But
Idol? You talking about American
yeah,
Idol?
yeah,
That
I'm
British
Simon
dick?
off
Yeah.
American Idol, so I feel harsh as hell. 38, your first round was the worst goddamn round I heard in all the debates. That shit was terrible. You was all over the place. You saying shit you didn't have to say. Cause niggas know about these niggas that you talking about anyway. So you should have harped on. Honestly, your ass should have harped on for cultural impact that they brought. You would have forced Kai Hand to answer to that, and you could have wasted around for Kai to emphasize other structural things that the Redeem team had, and you probably could have finessed your way into that. But you didn't do it. Kai didn't even have to do shit, but just do what he do and he won. Thing with Kai, dumb down to your competition. You should have went on ahead. You should have went on ahead and really hit him in the mouth for real. You should not have ever responded to any points that he made because he really didn't make any points that you had to respond to. All you really should have just highlighted the greatness of that Redeem team, and you probably would have got the 3-0 for me. But for you to respond to him, really didn't have to because 38 shot himself in the damn foot. So, but I got you 2-1, Kai. It was easy work. 38 had the worst first round in debate, and I got to stand on that, bro.
All right, all right. So we got 3-0. Kai, before you go, as per usual, we're gonna go to the loser. Well, let me not say loser. That's mean, isn't it? We're gonna go to Am I Crazy 38. 38. How do you feel about the judge's verdict?
Yeah, the first round it was basically talking about because we was talking about the greatness of teams, and I ain't never really seen a team win without having great coaching. So I was trying to put the fact that none of his coaches won shit, but every coach that we had won something besides having his ass as an assistant coach. And the leadership part was the fact that Magic Johnson and Larry Bird led two of the two best organizations of the league. So and then when you're talking about teams as well, you're only as good as your weakest link. So I was saying how our weakest link, which was Christian Laettner, was better than four that played better in the Olympics than four of they players. But it is what it is, fam. Salute, fam. Um, the second round is when I felt like I had to go more into some other factual information that I had, and so I started attacking with that, with the overall talent and us playing in the Euro league or whatever, and being better offensively than them as well as better 3 point shooters than them. But nobody gonna believe that, when you look at the talent that they had. But if you Google it, what I'm saying, or do the work, you'll understand that as a team they shot better from the three than 2008. And that then by the time the third round came, I just shot out to the death because you put the starting fives against each other. Then the second team, we got so much experience, so much whatever. Like it just is no match. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he talking about the competition, that's why I was saying I can debate. We played better competition in practice than we played against them with the game. But we all know that they had already admitted that they wasn't really putting Jordan in the game. They just threw the game against them, and then they came back the next day and beat the dog shit out them. The practice team. But it is what it is. Salute. Cal pulled up. You know what I'm saying. Salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying, who here. And you know what I'm saying. My whole information is gonna be with So Crazy TV, and you know what I'm saying. We gonna have a little. We got a little podcast, basically whatever it is starting. You know what I'm saying. We're gonna be there on Saturday. I mean on Sunday. You know what I'm saying. We talking shit. We doing whatever. You know what I'm saying. It is what it is. So salute.
All right. Well, I just want to say this one thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna be trying to, I was gonna try to be nice. I ain't gonna lie to you, True. I ain't gonna lie to you, Hearn. Nah, I ain't gonna bullshit this nigga. Nah, bro, I don't apologize for laughing, bro. That was some bullshit, bro. That was some bullshit, bro. You know you could have did better than that. You know you could have fucking did better than that, bro. Then
Your
Y'all,
last
nah,
y'all,
one
y'all
was way better.
shut the fuck up, True. Nah, but nah.
That's why it's disappointing. It's
Yeah.
disappointing. Like, bro, like that, like even Kai literally, like, Kai literally dumbed down like he had more shit to say, and it was the fact he didn't need to do. Not being said though, he should have. He could have been real bad for you. He could have really did you like disrespected you. I was like, I
Nah,
mean, that's
but
like,
let me say this on all seriousness. I try to be serious, and I try to be as nice as possible because I know I can be the meanest person here to you, bro. Bro, you got fucking potential. You got potential as far as like your entertainment value, the way in which you project yourself. Like, bro, you got potential to be like one of them ones entertainment wise if with when it comes to debating. But bro, you gotta stop this shit, dog. This reading off a piece of paper, thinking you the hot shit, you can just coast through and say some shit and being like, nigga, like before you hit the minute 30, niggas start scrambling like, what was I about to say? What he do? Like you can't be doing that shit, bro. You much better. You was much better and much more focused when it came to the Kareem and Jordan debate than this one. This one, nigga, you didn't do your research early on, and it showed because nigga, it sounded like you read that shit off a piece of paper and you was looking for the stats or you was waiting for the shit to load up or whatever the fuck. Nigga, you ain't that ain't cracking, Jack. You gonna have to be better than that, bro. And I'm serious, bro. I'm telling you as somebody that literally has been an ass to you, bro. You was so much better than that shit, bro. Don't do that shit again. Don't do that shit again.
I was
Just,
disappointed.
just do your research, man. Because like I'm not going to sit here and say it was horrific. It wasn't. I've seen worse rounds. These niggas being a little nasty. Like,
That shit
was it
was
one
like
of the rounds?
it
No,
wasn't.
it
It
wa-
was
it wasn't
funny.
it wasn't worse. It wasn't
Nah, it was.
worse than
Hold on,
What round
it
was
Drew.
it?
Was
wasn't
it
worse
one
than
of the
Alex
rounds
M.
That was the worst round of all.
It wasn't
Yeah,
worse
like
than
Alex, we
Alex
got the
M,
Alex
but it
M's
was
of the world.
funny.
And
Yeah.
early Alex M's,
Can we
early
hear from the
Jason the
winner
Kid
though,
was
man? Can
really
we hold on?
bad.
Can we
But
hear from the winner though,
it's
man?
like,
Yeah,
Rumble the
can
ring
we
in the
hit?
building, nigga.
Yeah,
Rumble the
can
ring in the
we?
building,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we got
Come on,
the
man.
champ is here. Hold on. The champ is here.
Yeah.
Hey. The champ.
Man, Kai, man, talk your ish, Kai.
Real quick.
I
Before,
told y'all
No.
niggas.
hold
I
on.
told y'all niggas.
Before Kai get to say his speech, I gotta give him the horn, bro. Matter of fact, for that first
Nah, I
round,
deserve it.
you get your own horn for that one round. But
That's
Nah,
crazy.
nah, 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 nah. I deserve it.
Kai,
I ain't gonna lie.
the
Double
I'm gonna be
horn is
honest.
king.
crazy.
Rumble in the ring in the
I'm gonna be
building,
honest.
man.
I'm gonna be honest.
Much deserved, brother.
After his first round, it kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. The first round fucked me up, and I kind of just was like, "Oh, that's what he doing." So I felt like, "Oh, I don't gotta say nothing really to beat him."
Yeah, that was
Nah.
I'm
damn.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, because when he did that and it was over, and I just was like, "Nah, that's not the round." I couldn't believe it. So then I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being dead serious right now. I couldn't believe it, so I just was like, "Oh." I said, "This don't require me to put any effort in."
Bro,
In it.
true. Am I
It was,
lying? When you went to my stream, was I not crying? Was I not
yeah,
fucking crying, bro?
yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie, but it was all part of the plan though. It was all.
Oh yeah, it was part of the plan.
Was it a part of? Wait, 38. Tell the truth. Was this
Oh
a part of
my
the plan,
Yeah,
god,
bro?
yeah,
man. This
not my
nigga
fault.
ready
My fault. I'm
Was
done.
this
I'm
a
done.
part
I'm
of the
done.
plan?
That was like you set
That's
yourself up
because
for that
that's some
one.
bullshit.
set, you
Hey,
set
hey,
yourself up for
y'all,
that
Nah.
guys,
Let me.
but I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my
Hold on.
god.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't
be
gonna
honest
lie.
with you, man.
Yeah.
When I asked what the debate topic was, I really didn't. I forgot because I didn't know his round didn't make any sense. I really didn't. I forgot what the whole debate was because that's why I asked that. I'm being for real. Like I really forgot because the round didn't even make any sense. So that's why I
I'm,
was like, what the fuck?
I'm
Like,
not.
what are we talking about again?
Like I
So
said,
that's why I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely played down the competition. I will never do that again because I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be honest. I really
one.
didn't
He
expect
threw nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He threw. That could have been. I thought it was a different tactic though. I was like, oh, he did this on purpose, and like he
it.
going
Yeah,
like,
I just was like, "There's no way he did that."
yeah.
If
I
y'all
just
know
want
anything about a
I mean,
team,
like
teams
shout out to
start with
AC
coaches,
that
though.
man.
first round.
A team
Shout out to
starts with
AC.
coaches,
That
man. You
first
ain't seen a
round was
bad
Nah,
coach.
just
no
What's
BS though.
going
38. I knew you was gonna lose when you
Oh
say you wanted
yeah,
to. As
Wait,
soon as
but
you
follow
wanted
me
to,
at True
I
the
knew you
King
was gonna
channel.
hold
lose.
up. Yeah, go ahead, Kai.
but
Wait,
Someone else
hold
could
on,
win. Mute up.
Mute up. Finish your shit, Kai. I'm sorry. You are the winner. You deserve the
Oh,
respect of the
shout
winner.
out to 38. I told you I was gonna show up. Oh yeah, follow me at True the King, our wrestling channel, Rumble in the Ring.
Yeah.
Shows every Sunday.
That's
Oh yeah, you know what?
W.
I wanna wait, hold on. I wanna apologize to the viewers. I will never play down to my competition again.
That's my
Y'all gonna see
man's.
the real authentic me.
That's my
That I'm
man's.
not gonna lie, that caught me off guard. I didn't expect that. So I just was like, oh, it's too easy. And I just played down the competition. I will
Your
never
first
do that
debate.
again.
Your first ever debate. I mean, hey,
Hey,
I mean, gonna lie, was that solid for your first debate? I mean,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was garbage.
hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
that's like
W
I like
man's. W
I'm
man's.
I'm honest. I'm
W
not gonna
I like
cap
your
with you.
attitude. I like your
That shit
attitude.
was
You know what I
Yeah,
garbage.
mean?
that's what I'm talking about.
But one thing about it, you got hey, take your dubs though, man. Take your dubs
I
though,
take the
man.
dub. I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting for
Yeah.
Herm to say something crazy.
Nah,
I was like, I'm ready for it.
I want to say
nah.
I want to say this real quick because I want to say this, bro. Like playing down to your competition that can get dangerous real fast, bro. You just
Nah,
cannot do that. Cause
yeah,
I'm being honest. I'm being honest with you, Kai. That nigga washed you in that third round. I'm like that. Ain't gonna lie. That third round, although 38 had a really that first round was really bad. He by far had the best round. I think we all can agree. Like that third round out of the whole debate, was
I
by
don't agree
far
with
the
that shit
best
at
round.
all. That's when we can
If
move
he
on
would
with
have came
that
with
one.
a little bit more structure with his arguments in that second round,
Nah, I ain't
we
gonna
could have
lie
Hey,
to
hey,
argued
you.
him
we can
out.
move on.
I ain't gonna
Look,
lie
But
to
he
that's,
you.
just,
Yeah,
we can
I'm,
move
yeah,
on with
I'm,
that.
nah,
We can
we
move
can move
on with
on. We
that
can
one.
move
I don't
on.
know
We can
what you
move
talking. I don't
on.
know what you talking about with
We can
that.
move
I mean,
on.
That was a 30
I mean,
piece.
we
That was
can
a
be
30
honest.
piece
We can be
McNugget.
honest.
What you talking
If
about?
we gonna be
What
honest,
you talking
His
brother,
about, man?
McNugget is crazy.
Wait,
A 30 piece
where's 30
McNugget.
at?
Sweet and
Start.
sour sauce. Sweet and
Oh,
sour with the ranch
well,
and
yeah, yeah,
barbecue.
yeah.
like,
Matter of fact, we
like,
haven't got to hear from
listen,
Commissioner.
like, I
We
just
have
want to be
The
we have
honest.
we
professor.
haven't got to hear from Commissioner Sturdy. Sturdy, do you want to give any thoughts on what you heard from this debate? Any critiques for the victor, the loser? Do you got any thoughts, brother?
No, I thought one I thought was once again shout out to you brothers for showing up. Shout out for Kai. A lot of people they little gun shy in regards to debating, but shout out to Kai finally step into the ring. Um, believe it or not, AC did show improvement in structure. It just his execution, especially for that first round, wasn't good. I expected. I'm not gonna cap. I expected both guys to show a better performance. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Kai played too much down to that. I don't know why. That's the thing. Like just because your opponent has an off night or has a shaky start, don't necessarily mean you got to take your foot off the pedal, especially when it's your first round. Like in your first debate, you trying to get as much reps as possible. So I thought Kai made a few mistakes, cutting his round short, as well as most importantly, not exactly debating the topic. He kind of stooped to AC level to a certain degree. I still had Kai winning the debate. I do agree with Nahari that AC did get the third round. I don't think it was by far the best round of the debate, but I thought he edged him in the third round. But regardless, going forward, I expect both gentlemen to be better with their examples, be better in regards to fleshing out what they're trying to argue on why the team is better. Kai did a way better job in contrast to AC. That's why he won the debate. But going forward next time, Kai, it don't matter what your opponent say or how well or how poor he starts off. That's your performance, your performance. Your material is your material. You know what I'm saying? So you owe it to yourself for just the time you prepare for the debate to try to give your best effort. You know what I'm saying? So that's my recommendation to you guys. But overall, I do it was entertaining. You can't cap. It was funny as hell.
Funny
It was
as
definitely
fuck.
entertaining. It did its job.
Yeah,
It
this
definitely
nigga the
did its
old
job.
solo. This
Salute
nigga
to
the old
both of y'all,
solo.
but
This nigga the
AC,
old
you funny,
solo sports
man.
debate.
AC,
This
before
nigga
you
the old
funny,
solo
man.
sports
Yeah,
debate.
before
and
we
he got a potential, but he
hold
just
on, hold
needs to
on,
do
Drew. Don't
more
do that.
research.
Solo
The
got
old
bars,
He
solo.
nigga.
needs to do more
before
Solo
All
got
right,
bars.
now you foul as hell. You
You
foul as
can't.
hell. You
You
foul as
can't.
hell. You
Solo
foul as
got
hell.
bars, nigga.
That's
I ain't
foul
gonna
as
let you
hell.
hate on
You just
Solo.
you
I
I
ain't
mean,
being
you
gonna let
hungry?
you
disrespectful.
hate on Solo.
I was trying to give him some type of respect. You
bro,
say you don't got no board. That's
bro,
crazy
I'm
though.
not gonna lie
You
to
did.
you.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Before we wrap this up and we move to the next debate and we wrap
Disappear,
around
man. True, you can't.
yeah before we wrap around to get our three judges.
Rapper.
By the way,
Rapper.
so shut the fuck up, True. shout out to Ruddy for joining. Also, I don't want to forget, and Dart messaged me in the DMs. He also messaged in the chat. Ishmael, Dart has proposed a challenge to you. Bob Cousy versus LeBron. Do you accept this challenge?
It's at work. Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Really? Oh, I guess. Sure. Why not? Sure, I'll take it.
Bob Cousy versus LeBron
Hey, yo,
James. This
it's
debate
about to
will
go
be going
crazy.
down. All right.
Let's pick a
Now,
white.
we will be setting this up for
Sure, I'll
next.
do it.
We'll be setting this up for next
Ish,
Saturday
ish. If you
night.
don't have a good Ish, if you don't have a good showing, you'll be banned from all
That is crazy.
LeBron
That
James
is
fan
crazy.
pages, all of them.
You breaking up?
Ajani
I
might
can't hear
disown you, Ishmael. Ajani might disown you. However, this will be going down next Saturday. Dart will be getting with you to get the time down. But man, I'm excited for that debate. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. But Ruddy, salute to you for coming in, brother. I actually wanna ask of you to be the one of the judges for this main event debate that's gonna go down between me and True the King. Are you down for it?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Salute, 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 salute.
Salute.
Sturdy, are you down to be one of the judges for this main event? This nigga. True, don't you hate when this nigga does this?
I
What,
don't
y'all doing
know.
that tonight?
Yeah, we doing it right now. It's gonna happen in like 2 minutes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Herm, are you down to be one of the judges for this main event debate?
Yeah.
All right, and then lastly, I will leave it to whoever is willing to accept the last judging spot. It cannot be Nahari though, because apparently True don't trust you.
Nah,
It
we need
can't be me
credible
either.
judges over. We need credible judges right
I
there.
ain't gonna lie to
For
you.
real.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Kai. I don't mind you. I don't mind you being a judge. I know. I know you're not. You're not biased.
Nah, look, Kai's gonna be biased. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not
Okay.
do that.
Hey,
It's
I,
no
I
great here.
I'm not gonna be biased, but I just see what I mean.
I trust.
People think I'm biased.
Hey, I'm telling you as the person that
That's
will be
cool.
debating. I
That's
trust you.
cool, and I respect that casual. But
I'm
nah, I can't do that.
I'm here, but I just want to listen. 'Cause
Just
I gotta get here ready for bed in a
I
minute.
get you. I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you.
What about Ruddy?
Well, no, Reddy's going to be judging. Herm is going to be judging. I would like Sturdy too, but Sturdy's not talking right now.
What about Ishmael?
Well, shit, Ishmael done
I'll judge
debated.
it, bro. Listen, bro, I'm not gonna be
Ishmael
biased.
has
I'm not gonna be biased.
no. Let Ishmael.
I
Let
would
Ishmael
like,
judge.
yeah, Ishmael done judged like two debates. Shit, what the fuck else?
Nigga,
What is
nigga, what that
third?
supposed to mean,
What
nigga?
is third?
What that
What is
supposed to
it?
mean, nigga?
What is a
Yo,
third? What is a
Nigga,
third?
nigga, back in my day, nigga, I judged 7 debates, nigga. The fuck? The fuck? Fuck does that
Did he
mean?
say back in my day is
Back in
Man,
my
you
crazy?
day is
youngsters, bro.
crazy,
You youngsters, bro,
man.
man.
All I
Man,
know is
that's gonna be a
all I know is this: we
all
may only
judge.
need only two
People act
judges
like
for real
y'all
though. To
Oh,
be
everybody
ask
honest
judge
with you,
Ishmael,
we may
ask
only
Ishmael,
him.
need two
Ask
judges.
AC. AC.
Hell
Nah,
no.
nah,
We may
nah,
only need two
Hell
nah.
judges.
Chill
no.
out, chill out,
We
chill
may
out,
only
Ishmael,
chill
need
out,
two judges
chill out.
for real.
What's
I'm
wrong with
telling you. I mean, you
AC?
can get a
I would.
third
I'm
if you
I
all
ain't
want
gonna
to.
lie
I'll
to you.
judge it.
I ain't gonna lie
Judge
to
it.
you. I wouldn't
wanna
mind.
get
I know. AC isn't
Now
a
we would need to
bad.
get three judges to be fair, but
Yeah, I
Nah,
wouldn't
we
we
mind.
need
got
3
Ruddy.
judges, nigga.
I wouldn't mind AC, but
Yeah, I'm trying
The third one ain't
True.
gonna be needed, but
to
the
debate.
technicality
Oh
watch the
man, let's get the
rules. You know
debate
what I mean?
on, man.
Ishmael,
Now,
Ishmael,
no,
hold on, time out. Ishmael, are you down? Are you down to judge this last debate? I promise you that you will not have to work any more overtime.
It's crazy. Now you gotta do.
Ishmael, you there?
Hold up,
That
I'm about to send Ralph
nigga
a
is
Ah,
message.
not.
fuck. Okay, he's not
Oh, he
there.
left.
Say
nah,
about
you
sending
It's
Rolf a
left. All right,
message.
I'll
It's
judge. Man.
crazy.
Let's get the debate on,
know
man.
it. Just
I'll just
just
judge the
do
debate, man. I'm not.
casual.
Yes.
Just drop a poll in the chat. That's it. Call it a day. The
Okay.
YouTube chat.
Okay.
You
All right.
got 2 judges, and the third judge
Well,
be the chat.
shit, I would like you to, but nigga, you
Oh,
driving.
Ishmael came back.
Hold on,
Ishmael back.
Hold
Ishmael
on.
came
Ishmael,
He's
back.
back. He's back. Hold on.
Ishmael, are you down to judge this last
Yo, Ishmael,
debate?
you
And then
here?
I promise you, you won't have to do any more.
Oh man, if I judge this, I just want y'all to promise me that none of y'all gonna have any ill will or animosity. I just want that.
Dog,
I give you my
my
word. I give you
material is
my
my
word. I give
material.
you my
My
word.
material,
I
my
give you my
material. I've
word.
been
I
ready.
will not
I've
have
been
any.
listen. Casual gotta be the best debater in the world to win the night. It is what it is. That's
I'm
how I'm
Nigga,
being
feeling,
real.
man.
I want no
I'm
animosity, bro.
confident.
Ishmael, I
No,
promise.
Excited.
Ishmael, I promise you, you won't
Listen.
get
I'm
any
super
animosity from
confident.
me. You
I'm
won't
just
get
not
any
gonna
Okay.
lose
animosity from me.
tonight, man. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lose tonight, man.
I'm gonna try to do this
And I'm
objectively.
going first regardless. I'm going first regardless.
Yeah.
Let's
Man,
talk about that. I don't forget all that. I'm ready when y'all are,
Yeah,
man.
you was. Yeah,
I'm
you
going
was.
Talk,
first
Yeah,
nigga.
you was
regardless.
gonna do it regardless.
I'm going first regardless. I know I'm going first.
I know.
Listen, I was going first.
Well,
This is my
guess,
decision.
guess what,
This is
nigga?
you know
Guess
what I
what,
mean?
nigga? Guess
This
what,
is my
nigga?
decision.
Guess what, nigga? You finna go first, nigga. All right.
Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. All right. When that well, do I? I guess I'll still run the timer. Well, do you need the timer? Are you watching the timer or what?
You can have the timer. You know what I mean? Just of course beat
Yeah,
me. Of
just
course,
in
if I
case,
go
just
over
in case.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Listen, man. Listen, we
All right, all right. Let me know whenever you ready. Oh, just to let you guys know, guys, this is Larry Bird versus Stephen Curry. Who is greater? Okay. Without further ado, we got the 3 judges. You guys make sure to monitor it. There will be 3 minutes on the clock. You and I will have a chance to speak throughout those 3 minutes of the clock on within each round. Once you hear this sound, I'm sorry. Once you hear this sound, that is your cue to wrap it up. I understand between you and I, sometimes we can talk over the time, so I will give us 5 seconds to speak. After that 5 seconds, you will hear the second horn. If we continue to speak through that 5 seconds, a point will be deducted from us during voting time. Okay?
Not sure.
All right, boss. You start whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on. What the hell? Oh, so hold on. Where my screen at? All right, cool. Hold up. Yeah, let's get it. Larry Bird versus Stephen Curry. Man, it's not even close, man. Listen, Larry Bird not just better than Stephen Curry. He also greater. Tell you why, man. I'm tell you why. Because all around player. Excelled in every facet of the game, man. Everything, passing, playmaking, rebounding, defense, and I'm gonna get into that details later on to the debate. You know what I mean? Ability to, when it comes to being the most complete player in NBA history. You know what I mean? Thrived in in the top one of the arguably the best era in the NBA in the 1980s, man. Um, Let me introduce you. Larry Bird is, if y'all didn't know who he was already, man. Three-time MVP, three consecutive MVPs. The only person ever do that in the modern era, by the way. The only other people to do that was Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. That's how great Larry Bird was when it comes to the dominance of he was. 9-time All-NBA first team, one-time All-NBA second team, three-time All-Defensive second team, Olympic gold medalist, one of the greatest college players of all time from Indiana State, leading that team going to the championships, which I will go into later. Larry Bird, y'all, one of the greatest top 10, some people say top 5 basketball players of all time. Larry, legend, one of the most consistent players in NBA history, man. Listen, when it comes to this debate about Steph Curry and Larry Bird, listen, like I said before, beginning of on debate, it's not even close. When it comes to like I said, the well-rounded game, which I'm gonna get into more details with. But like I said, man, if y'all didn't know who Larry Bird was, man, a guy that came into the league, man, came in the league transform it to a team to 32 wins. The Celtics was trash. Got to the team and became a number one seed, improving to 32, winning one of the 32 games in his rookie season, leading the team to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's what Larry Bird did in his rookie year. Also making NBA first team his rookie year. That's how great Larry Bird was, man. How Larry Legend was one of the greatest of all time coming in, man. Dominated the 1980s, being the best player when it comes to his forays and like just transforming the game of basketball, man. When it comes to his efficiency, rebounding, playmaking, things of that nature, man. Steph Curry, he came in, shout out to David Davidson, but come on, man, he was a sidekick. Man came in whole Monte Ellis jock strap, man. Come on, man. Stop charm.
Oh my.
I like that. That was fire trigger. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. All right. I guess I'll start. It's interesting that my opponent decided to start off speaking about how he's clearly better, while also being greater, because the conversation is simply about greater. And when it comes to greatness, I think even my opponent will agree that it's not necessarily about the skill set and what you are, the facets of the game in which you can do multitude of different things. It's you being able to do what your teammates or your team ask you to do at such a high level, to the point in which it leads to championships, it leads to consistency in the excellence department. And I know that my opponent agrees with this because his GOAT is Bill Russell, a player who has for the like a large part of his career is known as a player that mainly operates on the defensive end, one of the greatest rebounders of all time, an underrated facilitator, but he was not a good scorer. He was not a great scorer. He wasn't a good scorer, even in the efficiency department. And so when it comes to Larry Bird and Stephen Curry, I find it very funny that he likes to mention the multitude in different ways he could be able to impact the game, because those multitude of different ways in which you can impact the game got muzzled in the early part of his career, and it didn't start to get sealed up until he got the likes of Dennis Johnson. Kevin McHale was able to develop even further, while still having a player in Robert Parrish who was the defensive anchor, the rim protector, the rebounder that he needed to be able to assist him in impacting the game in such way in the facilitating department. While also having floor spacers from the left and right to him in Nate Archibald early on, Dennis Johnson later on, Danny Ainge. And I think that when it comes to that, I think we all can agree that that is not something that Stephen Curry has always had the privilege of. Yes, he's had moments in his career where he did have a player like Kevin Durant. He did have players like Klay Thompson who was able to shoot. Even Harrison Barnes before KD. But those players weren't the players that they were throughout his entire tenure or his entire prime. I would interest you to look at 2013. Klay Thompson was a floor spacer, but Harrison Barnes was not the floor spacer that they need. Harrison Barnes was shooting sub 33% from three, and he was still able to lead them to the second round with that piece. And Draymond Green wasn't even getting consistent minutes. That was David Lee that was getting those minutes. And you look even later on when he wins the championship in 2022. I don't think anybody would say that Klay Thompson was the player that he needed him to be for him to be able to make it against the Celtics, his team. However, he was able to do that because of his ability to do what the team needed him to do, as far as a facilitator, as far as a shot creator, developing in that department, his shooting, his off-ball play, and even developing in the defensive end. I think that those things are something that he did greater than Larry Bird was. Time.
Man, see, listen, man. Let's talk about determine better, greater. Listen, yes, greater. Let's stay on that. Let's stay on that topic. The main topic, right? Greater. Since you wanna emphasize that, Larry Bird averaged 24.3 points a game in his career, 10 rebounds, and 6.3 assists. Right. Those right there, those stats I told you show that Larry Bird was the best scorer, was act to be the best scorer, the best rebounder at those years, whatever, and passer, and being one of the best defenders of his team. And speaking of defense, this is how great Larry Bird was, y'all. I mentioned the fact that he made on the defensive second team 3 times, right? But guess what he did? He also finished number 3 in DPOY. Yes, people. Larry Bird finished number 3 in DPOY. Yes, Larry Legend, man. When it comes to his defense, an underrated defender. Was he a great on-ball defender who's gonna lock people down per se? One-on-one, no, but he was a great elite help defender, playing the passing lanes with great IQ and his awareness, and knowing where to be at, drawing charges with his effort and tenacity that he always gives on the court on a night and night basis. Where a guy like Stephen Curry was a liability in his career defensively. So when it comes to that greatness and that skill set, Larry Bird clearly has him too. And let's just be honest, right? You being Larry Bird being 6'9", Steph Curry being 6'2", it just shows you what greatness I would choose. A guy that's 6'9", that has ability to score multiple different ways, not from the behind the arc, in the post, footwork, in transition, passing, rebounding, watching the passing lanes, all those type of things that Larry Bird was always a problem on the court. Where Steph Curry, he had to get hiding on defense. You mentioned Larry Bird's teammate. Let's mention Stephen Curry's teammates. Let's not act like that team didn't elevate when Steve Kerr had to come in, one of the greatest head coaches of all time, and Draymond Green, a defender better than any defender Larry Bird ever had on his team. Let's not do that. And mentioned a guy like Klay Thompson. To a point, let's be in 2016, in one of the highest moments in the Warriors, Steph Curry only played 2 games, and the Warriors were still able to win. That's the type of talent and spacing that they had. They won 73-9. So we listen. Teams came. The Warriors have built a team around Steph Curry, so him to be able to be great too. Let's not do that. Let's and eventually, the year afterward, got Kevin Durant, a guy that we talking about greatness. Let's be real. How many of them NBA championship teams that Kyrie was the greater player on his team? Or it was two of them, you could say it was Kevin Durant. When it comes to Larry Bird, he was the best player on all his team that won the championship. Let's talk about greatness. When it comes about greatness, when was Stephen Curry ever the best player in the league? You're talking about greatness. Just saying. Larry Bird. Oh my God.
What the fuck was that true? What the fuck was that true? Nigga, you are nasty. Oh my fucking god. I hate this nigga, bro.
Niggas hyping.
Alright. Hold on. Oh shit. Wait. This nigga's hilarious. Alright. So it is funny that he mentioned the regular season statistics for Larry Bird, but he doesn't mention his postseason. And the reason why I want to harp on the postseason success is because a lot of True to King's thought process when it comes to importance is the postseason. You know how I know this is his importance is because Bill Russell is the GOAT for him. But the reason why Bill Russell is the GOAT for him is primarily due to his impact in the postseason as well in the regular season. Because if it was solely in the regular season, then Wilt Chamberlain would be the greatest player of all time. And so when we get to Larry Bird, let's talk about what he did in the postseason. He went from, in 1982, he went from being a 23-point per game scorer to being 18. He was scratching the surface of being an 18-point per game scorer, 17.8 to be exact, while also dropping from shooting 50% from the field to all the way down to 42%. Stephen Curry's drop has never been that severe. While also the next season, if you thought that was an anomaly, he gave you 24 points in the regular season. Then in the postseason, he gave you 20 points on the dot, while shooting 42% from the field. And don't get me started about his floor spacing ability, because that fell off in the postseason as well, going to 16% in 82 and then 25% in 83. Versus Stephen Curry, who in 2013, when he was tasked with having to develop alongside a player in Klay Thompson that was giving you 16 points per game, and in the postseason dropped to like 14 points per game on below average efficiency, he was still able to translate and to still shooting the same like similar efficiency, 45% in 2013 to 44%. And then as far as floor spacing ability, that actually translated in the postseason. He went to 39.6% while shooting a higher volume than he did in the regular season, taking 9 threes a game. That is not something that Larry Bird has shown the ability to do without the all-star cast that he had beside him. And what is that all-star cast that you might be asking that he had alongside of him that led him to being third in DPOY selection? I'm talking about none other than the likes of Danny Ainge, the likes of Tiny Archibald, the likes of Robert Parrish, who he won't tell you, but Robert Parrish was 5th in MVP voting alongside Larry Bird. That is an MVP candidate playing on the same team as you because of his defensive acumen. Kevin McHale is also on that team. Cedric Maxwell is also on that team. That and then Tiny Archibald. Like, those are the teammates that Larry Bird has in the regular season, yet in the postseason, he's not able to translate that in the season that he was third in DPOY, according to True King. Time.
So let's go. And I'm glad you listen. Why are you mentioning teammates when this man Stephen Curry had a guy like Kevin Durant, the guy that's better than anybody Larry Bird ever played with? Like I said, I already mentioned in the last round that the Warriors literally won a playoff series in 2016 when he only played 2 games, when Klay Thompson went off and went crazy. Come on. Bird literally changed that Celtics franchise when he got to that team. The Celtics was a very bad team when he got there and went into a contender. Let's talk about greatness. Why Larry Bird accomplished more than Steph Curry in less time? Can you explain that? 13 years. Larry Bird was Curry only been an NBA team first team, what, 3 or 4 times? Guys like James Harden and Luka Doncic got more NBA first teams than Stephen Curry, and they play in the same era. Shoot, it was time. Like I said before, when it comes about greatness, let's talk about their career of greatness, man. This man Steph Curry came in as a sidekick, man. He was a sidekick to Monte Ellis, a guy. Come on, with all due respect to Monte Ellis, this man Larry Bird came in the game. His team was Night Tanya Archibald, Hall of Famer. Larry Bird was the best on the team. Larry Bird was a top 5 player as a rookie. Curry was a role player, a sidekick, and grew to become a superstar player. But guess what? He never reached the heights of Larry Bird's greatness. Come on now, like I said before, Stephen Curry at a lot of times in his career was a liability, man. Bird was when it comes to the IQ, when it comes to well-rounded of his game. You talking about playoffs? What playoff run that was great? Curry had that was better than '84. Name me a playoff run was better than '84. Come on now, which averaging 27 and 14 with great efficiency, having a block a game over steals and whatever the case may be. Bird was that guy. Bird, mind you, winning 3 consecutive MVPs in the era of Michael Jordan, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's, the Moses Malones, the Charles Barkley's, the Magic Johnsons, all that. While Steph Curry has 2, but 3 consecutive, we never, like I say, in the modern NBA, that we never seen. It's hard to do. So that's how cold Larry Bird was. Let's talk about greatness, the fact that he was part of the dream team. Let's talk about greatness, how Larry Bird saved the NBA when he came in. Let's talk about Larry Bird still has the most televised college game of all time. Let's talk about greatness. Let's talk about how Larry Bird saved the NBA. Before Larry Bird got there, the NBA playoff games was on tape delay. He came in and changed the game outside of basketball, on the court, outside of the court. Let's talk about Larry Bird being the first ever, only player to win the MVP, Executive of the Year, and Coach of the Year. Let's talk about how his IQ and his on the court influence a generation. Let's talk about efficiency in 3-point shooting, which Larry Bird influenced and trickled down to what Steph Curry you see today. Let's talk about how Larry Bird is that. Oh man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. These old mans is the funniest shit of this whole debate. All right. This is my last round, and then we're gonna go to the judges. So I just want to go off and just start answering questions that you asked on during your subsection of your soliloquy. Why I mention teammates for Bird? The reason why I mention teammates for Bird is because to what you just proved. A large subsection of the basketball community acts as if Curry's career is condensed to when he had Klay Thompson in his prime, Draymond Green in his prime, and Kevin Durant in his prime, and that's just summed up to what he had. That's the farthest thing from the case, because Curry was still able to be successful and even hyper efficient in years prior. This is the same man that set the standard for rookies to come, breaking records in 3-point shooting categories, efficiency within the 3-point shooting categories, while also shooting sub 63% true shooting. For you guys that do not understand true shooting is basically the most accurate way of judging an efficiency of a high volume score. And that was him as a rookie. Fast forward to 2013-14, these players that you are naming that he had, these players were not the players that we know them to be. In 2022, these players are not the players that you know them to be. Harrison Barnes weren't there any longer. Kevin Durant wasn't there any longer. Draymond Green was there, but he was not the offensive player that he was in 2016. I know we're not going to argue that. Klay Thompson was not the player that he was in 2019. I know we're not going to argue that. So Stephen Curry was having to be asked to develop a shot-creating ability that could be able to translate into postseason that could lead to a championship. And guess what? He did that just like that. As soon as he comes back from a broken hand, he has an MVP caliber season immediately. And to your second question, why did Bird accrue those accolades faster than Curry? It's to the point that you made literally before you asked that question, because of his teammates. If you have enough all-star caliber teammates around you, of course you're going to be able to develop accolades, especially when those teammates are literally built with the concept of being able to support you. And then thirdly, a three-time MVP truly does not hold as much weight as you lead it to be, because there's a plethora of players that did not win that was not three-time MVP straight, and we understand that they were able to put forth MVP caliber seasons. Look at LeBron James, for example. In 2011, we all understand Derrick Rose deserved his MVP, but yet LeBron James did not win it. So does that mean that because he didn't win it in 2011, but he won it in 2012, 2013, that his rack of MVPs is not more impressive than Larry Bird? No. It's not about the MVPs. It's about the impact and the duration that you're able to put forth that impact. And when it comes to Larry Bird, in the regular season, yes, sure, did he put forth that impact? But in the postseason, compared to Stephen Curry, who from 2013 to 2024, he was able to do those things rather consistently? No, it does not compare. Time. All right. True, you are funny as shit. I just want you to know that.
Hey, that was a great debate. That was a great debate, man. It was.
I show up, man.
All right.
All right. Hold on, casual.
Yes, sir.
We gotta keep it fair.
I'm gonna mute
Just
up.
tell me
Sturdy.
before you mute up.
Oh yeah.
Before you mute up, who are the judges again? It is Herm.
It is Ishmael, and it is Ruddy.
Ruddy.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with Ishmael. Yes, casual and true. Mute yourself. Ishmael, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
This was a really great debate. Really great debate. It could have gone either way. This is nothing personal. I'm letting y'all know this. All right. I felt, from what I've listened to, I believe that casual came from the more of a place of the technical side, where he's used supported data, also contextualizing things with teammates, and using data and talking about, like, especially the third round with records and how players are coming to the league and making changes due to Stephen Curry's influence on the game. And that was his greatness. And I believe True explained the greatness in a way of also within how good Larry Bird was as a player, but also his influence of how people view them. View Larry Bird within the accolades and how he was as a great player. I gave the first round to Casual. I thought he really did well with some of his retorts in order to True. I gave the second round to True. He was more expressive. I have to be honest with you. I went more on the expressive side. I believe that is a part of your debating skills. He was more expressive. But in the third round, it was really close. I gotta say, really close. Casual became more expressive. True with the noise and all that other stuff. That was really hilarious. But I'm sorry to say, I have to go with True on this one. True brought me up with more convincing energy. I feel like he really hit his premise on that with Larry Bird and how great he was in coming into the league. And so I have to give this one a True. It was really close. If I had to say it was a winner, it was True for me, just because based off his expression and his convincing mannerism. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm sorry, Casual. That's just it's tough. It was a tough choice.
All right. Good job. That's one for Casual. Next, we can go to Ruddy. Ruddy, are you ready?
No, I said True. I said True.
I apologize. True. I apologize. That's one for True. 2-1 True. So, Ruddy.
Yo, can you could come because I wrote everything down as they was talking in my notepad and shit. So I'm just reading it over again, the talking points and stuff. If you come back to me real quick.
All right, Herm, you ready? Herm.
Yo, Herm. Don't
I'm on
tell me
mute.
this nigga
But
heard
While
me.
we
but
wait,
But this
Ishmael,
nigga
but
you
while
heard.
we
son
wait,
of a
while we
bitch. I'm
wait,
just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm
hold
playing.
on.
I'm playing.
While we wait, real quick, while we wait, y'all
Yeah,
get
my
them likes
bad,
up.
y'all.
Y'all get them likes up. Y'all just heard the debate. That was a fire performance. Y'all get them likes up, man. Keep that chat active, bro. Let us know who y'all think won and what's y'all topic and y'all expressions on the topic
Yeah,
itself.
yeah,
Cause we will
yeah,
follow up.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
Herm,
in my
who do
bad,
you
y'all.
think? Yeah,
I
who do you
got
think won?
it very. It was a great debate on both ends. I think I get it 2-1 casual. I felt I felt the point that True should have focused on, he didn't answer to, was when Casual brought the playoff drop. I think he could have countered it. I think he could have countered that by talking about Stephen Curry's drop as well. Could have really just dug deep and emphasized on that as well, like Casual dug deep on Larry Bird's. Casual did a great job by basically highlighting it. I think that was the turning point of the debate because they both was fired, they both came with it, they both was on point. But to me, just that point what Casual brought to the table, that really never got answered, and I think that's why I gave the edge to Casual in the debate. Honestly, was that part of it.
All right. So there's 1-1 apiece. Ishmael gave to True 2-1. Herm gave the Casual 2-1. Now we on Ruddy. Ruddy, my brother, the final decision judge. After much deliberation, after much note taking, what is your notation and decision making, brother?
Okay,
Who
so
do you
some of
have
the
won in this
points.
debate?
Okay, so if I'm looking at this as if I don't really know much about Curry or Larry Bird, aside from they're just good basketball players, they're great basketball players. So I looked at one of True's talking points. He opened up with
That
"It's
nigga
not."
disappeared.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, we got you. Cop, mute up.
Okay. Okay. Choose one of True's talking points. The first thing he opened up with saying, "Yo, it's not close." Right. So to me, I'm like, "Oh, it's not close." Well, Larry Bird is greater and better than Steph Curry, the better all around player, defensive rebounding. I just summed this stuff up to save time typing. So, one of the best players of the 1980s. He explained Larry Bird's well-rounded game a little bit. Explained why uh, that Larry Bird as a rookie, what he was able to do, making the Eastern Conference Finals run, was one of the best players of the 80s. Had rebounding, playmaking, defense, shooting, a well-balanced game. Um, and he said Curry wore a Monte Ellis jockstrap. That was funny. But either way, so I like how he was able to explain that. So then with Casual's talking points, he said the conversation isn't about who's better, but about greater. I like that. And then explained why True's GOAT, explained that True's GOAT is Bill Russell, who mainly operates on the defensive end and impacted the game in other ways. I also like that too. My issue is that Casual, um, he should have explained Curry's greatness before rebutting True's talking points about Bird, because True established a premise about Bird, and when Casual kind of first came in, he was not like the first thing he said, but in the beginning of his conversation, he was talking about trying to rebut what True said about Bird. So I had to give that first round to True. The second round, True sticks to explaining why Bird was the best scorer, a help defender, drawing charges, playing in the passing lanes, physical advantage, his physical advantage over Curry, his rebounding. And then he talks about Steph's teammates that Steph had Green. So, and I'll shorten this one up. I like Casual's talking points because he mentioned the postseason. True never went into, he started to talk about the postseason and explained how Stephen Curry didn't have a worse drop than Larry Bird did in the postseason. Um, and then he explained, this is what I like, and this is why I gave Casual the round too, is because he was able to explain about teammates. True tried to bring up Steph Curry's teammates and stuff like that. And then when Casual and then bringing up all of Bird's accolades, and then Casual talks about when you have great teammates around you, of course you're going to build up these accolades. So I like that. That was good. I gave him round two. Uh, and then as for round three, I ain't gonna lie, Casual. I was looking for a little bit more, but I had to give this one to True. And the reason I did is because let me see down here. Um, I didn't like how True tried to bring up the Olympics in college. I felt like this should have been strictly a NBA conversation. But and I wish you would have explained more in detail. But when you named about like Steph like being a sidekick, I noticed a little being funny. But when you talked about that position compared to Bird being a rookie and a leader as a rookie and able to impact that team as a rookie, and that then you start talking about what Bird averaged 27 to 14 plus his blocks per game, and how he won. This is one that did it for me. He won three straight MVPs while in Jordan's era, in the era of other great players. When you mentioned that, I kind of felt like you went back to, instead of trying to explain why Curry wasn't, you went back to explaining again why Bird is great. And if I'm someone looking from the outside in, that's what I want. And then as far as Casual's rebuttals, I just feel like I couldn't tell if when you asked True why he mentions teammates for Bird, I didn't know if you wanted him to actually answer that question initially, or was it a rhetorical question? That kind of threw me off a little bit. Um, and then the Curry had KD, Clay, and Green in their prime, and in the and Curry was hyper efficient to these players before their prime. I felt like what you explained earlier about the teammates and having great teammates. So of course you're going to have these accomplishments and things. I felt like that was necessary enough. I was still trying to look for just a little bit more to explain Curry's greatness while rebutting True's points, because I feel like he spread the table as far as Bird's accolades and his impact on the game. So because of that, you know what I'm saying? It was close for me. The third round was close, but I got to get his 2-1 True.
All right, Brody. Thank you once again. But that was a great breakdown of the debate and your opinion synopsis of why you gave it the True. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. True, between the debate of who's greater between Larry Bird and Steph Curry, the representative between Casual and True, the victor is True the King, taking it home with a very close 2-1 victory. Very close. First of all, here's what we're gonna do, gentlemen. We're gonna give Casual the floor as the loser. He's gonna give his comments and takes on his what he thought of the debate, and then we're gonna give the victor True his time. Then after that, we're gonna open up to the fellas, all right? And to give their comments and on the debate and in general, who y'all think is greater than Steph Curry and Larry Bird. But go ahead, Kaz. You got the floor, brother. How'd you feel about the debate?
Man, this is some bullshit, bro. I knew I would. I should have been with you. This is some bullshit. Bro, this nigga True is so unfucking serious, bro. I can't deal with this nigga. No, I mean, I had fun. I think this is amazing, bro. Like, once again, chat. Like, shout out to Dart. Shout out to the people that voted in the polls. I appreciate you guys. I want to say, Ishmael, it is no hard feelings. I promise you. I told you before the debate that it was no hard feelings. It's no hard feelings. I don't have a problem with it. To Herm, shout out to you. I appreciate the words of praise or whatever. To Ruddy, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I genuinely feel as if there was like some rounds that you sort of twisted. Like, I don't think you did it on purpose, but I think you heard different things. Because I had wrote down the questions that he had asked, and he asked those specifically in the third round for the stuff that I had addressed. Like when he asked, where is it? Where is it? When he had asked, why mention teammates for Bird, or why Bird accrued accolades faster than Curry, or the 3 times MVPs. argument for Larry Bird, those were all specifically in the third round, and so that's. But even still, bro, like I just want us to like understand, bro. Like this shit ain't about winning. This shit ain't about losing. This shit is about making sure that you put forth the best effort as a debater, so that whenever you get into future debates, you're way more polished. That's all this shit is about. And so I feel like I did that. I feel like True did that. I think this is True. I have to give it to you, bro. This is much more focused of your time than I think I've seen from you since I've met you. I appreciate you giving me that respect, right? And so and now I will be giving myself the sad horn, and I'll be passing it to you, my brother. You go ahead and do your thing, family.
Hey, shout out to Casual. That was one of the toughest debates I had in a while. Like I for a while. That was one of the toughest debates I had in a while. You know what I mean? Even tougher than because like I was like, dang, I could lose. Like I could lose this one. I felt those like, damn, this is so close. If I lost the ones, like, it is what it was. You know what I mean? I felt, man, because it's like, I ain't gonna lie, though, 'cause I had a lot, like, I feel like, I think both, I mean, shoot, for top, like, 3 minutes go by fast like that,
Bro,
especially
I'm trying
what
to tell you.
we did. I ain't gonna, but, like, I thought, like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think, because like, I didn't need more material than 3 minutes.
Mhm.
But might I think I probably, I mean, whatever. I mean, hey, 3 minutes long. I mean, I'm satisfied with what I did, but like it was
Mhm.
like, man, I got a lot of stuff, and then it's like rebut because also I wasn't gonna fall for that bait of rebutting everything
Mhm.
because people were like, you know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah.
no, I had to stay at tax of what I'm trying to say because I'm not listen. Certain things I wanted to address the playoff, but I felt I didn't have enough time for what I wanted to do,
Mhm.
and I was like, that's why sometimes I'm like, and I want to be focused. Listen, my material is my material. It was like, listen, I know what the angle going to be, but he got to answer certain things I got to say. So
Mhm.
it's like, you know what I mean? That was like I said, tough to like I said, that's a debate, and I was going on like, damn, I could have lost that one. You know what I mean? That's like I don't mind you, I've never really felt that. You know what I mean? In a long time, it's like, dang, I felt I was good enough to win, but at the same time, if somebody, you know what I mean, that
Mhm.
was a tough debate. You know what I mean? I've one of the toughest debates, a classic, a top three debate I ever had when it comes to the back and forth. Oh, shout out to Casual. Like I said before, this is why I'm the greatest of all time. This is why, because like I said, Casual, listen, anybody else would have came up here with Casual would have probably smoked them. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? But like I said before, listen, my back against the wall. When I get that glass bottle, what's up? Like, it is what it is. I mean, it is what this is what I do, man. This is why, like I said, this is the first, this is what, hey, like I said, with all due respect, no disrespect to Jason the Kid and the AC, whatever the case may be, but this is the real, that was the real truth. That was the real truth. You know what I mean? This is what I really get
Yeah,
into. You know
bro.
what I mean? When it comes to that elite performance, you know what I mean? And like I said before, I'm taking all
Yeah, that
debates.
was a great performance.
I'm taking all debates when it comes to wrestling debates. Like I said, we gonna do. Listen, hey, I mean, maybe me and Kyle may do a wrestling debate. I don't know. You know, he got his preferences. And listen, shout out to everybody on his card. You
I
know what I
wish
mean? Like I
I
said, this is why this is why they call me main event true. This is why I call myself the GOAT. His performance like that. I listen. My back was against the wall. They said, "Yo, True, you be bullshitting." So why did I know some of y'all never seen my lot of my work? Yo, why this nigga True be talking like that? Nigga trash. When people that's what they people think. When they look at this performance, oh shit, I get it now. That was the best performance I seen Cavs ever do. That was the best. That's one of the best performances. You know what I mean? He
Mhm.
wasn't too nice. Even though 'cause I think the problem with you when you first started the debate was too nice and friendly. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You came like you came in with the John Moxley with blood. I was on my John Moxley. I was bleeding for no reason. On my Ric Flair. You know what I mean? I was bleeding for no reason. First, you know what I mean?
Bleeding
But hey,
profusely,
it was
bleeding.
bleed. It was one of them matches. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Crimson Max. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen, so I mean, shout out to Cash for a great debate. 'Cause like I said before, this is gonna be replay value.
Mhm.
Like I said, like I said, it could have went either way. I'm listening. I don't say listen. Hey, I don't be saying that to say that. You know what I mean? I feel I did enough for the win, but like I said before, I got like it was close. It was very close. I would hate to be a judge of this, but I ain't gonna lie. That's why sometimes I don't be sued. I don't be like judging because stuff like this. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because like that is really tough. You know, be even though I feel like granted, like even to be as fair as possible, but like shoot, it could have went either way. And like I
Facts.
said, shout out to Casual, shout out to the chat, you know what I mean? Like I said before. But that's why I'm the GOAT. That's why I'm not my fault. I beg my pardon. I'm the boat. I'm the boat. No little Yachty.
Oh my
I'm the boat.
god.
No
Hey,
little Yachty, man.
get this nigga his flowers, bro.
All
Get this
right.
nigga his fucking flowers.
You know what I mean?
I
Alright.
want to
All
say
right,
this
all right.
real
I
quick.
thought
I want to say
no,
something
no,
real quick. I
no,
want to say
no.
something
Nah,
real
Like
quick
shout out,
shout out to
before
both of
real
Giannis
quick,
y'all,
watch
real
this,
man.
quick,
right?
real quick, Nard, real quick, real quick, Nard. No, like shout out to both of y'all, bro. Great performance. So in my opinion on the debate, I thought True won 2-1. It was close. I thought Casual had better rebuttals. I think my breakdown to sum it up is a combination of both Ishmael and Ruddy's in that regard. Simply put, I thought Casual did it. I thought Casual was explaining why Curry was a better player versus why Curry was the greater player. And so I thought both debaters left some things off the table, like True just illustrated in his monologue. Like I thought I thought True, you left off some. You mentioned some things Larry Bird did, especially with I believe '84, but you left out. I thought you could have mentioned more playoff moments from Larry Bird, and I thought you could have especially mentioned and harp on Larry Bird's versatility in the playoffs, and because that could have lessened the blow of Casual's angle on the playoffs translation between Curry and Bird. And for Casual, I thought you didn't emphasize enough on Steph Curry being the greatest shooter of all time.
Mm.
I thought I thought you left some. I thought you should have mentioned Steph Curry's greatness in the regular season more. And so what that would have did, you spent a good amount of time of your debate in totality on hammering home why Steph Curry was the better playoff performer. But in doing so, you didn't. You let. I feel like you did not mention how many MVP caliber seasons in contrast to Bird. I thought you'd do that for the regular season.
Mm.
You would have you would have not only emphasized and illustrated Steph Curry's greatness in totality, but you would have also lessened the blow of True's main argument of how much superior Bird was in the regular season.
Mm.
Another thing you two guys did, Casual, you kind of conceded to that point by saying, yeah, Larry Bird might be great in the regular season, but in the playoffs, this, that, and the third, where you could have mentioned the greatness of Steph Curry. I thought specifically the you mentioned it after the broken hand, but I thought especially that particular time with that season when he led the league in scoring, that's the perfect rebuttal towards True's teammate point.
Mm.
And True, same thing with your teammate point. You could have illustrated a little bit more of Bird's dominance with or without who he's playing with. And last thing too, Casual, I thought you should have trimmed the fat a little bit. I understand using mentioning True's criteria as an entry, but I thought you could have completely cut that out and split more time illustrating Curry's greatness.
In the
But
second round.
overall, yeah, but overall great debate. But that's why I think True won, because I thought he did a better job illustrating why Bird's greatness, while Casual, I thought you stood a better job of
I know you like
illustrating
that
why
coach year
Steph Curry
executive. I know you like that coach
was
year
better.
executive talk.
No, it
I,
was a
I
good
want
wrap up. I'm not gonna lie,
I
it was a
want to
good
speak
wrap
on
up.
this real quick.
It
I
was a
want to
good
speak
wrap
on
up.
this real quick.
I,
I'm gonna
I
speak on this
yeah, I
real
still
quick
had need
too,
more
real
time. I was
quick.
like, yeah.
Hold on.
Let
I want to say
me,
this real quick, real quick.
two things.
Hold on, hold on.
Two things that really draw to
Hold
me
on, hold
from
on, hold
True.
on. Ishmael. Hold on. Nahari was waiting. Let him go, and then you can
Okay.
go. And then
All right.
anybody
All
else
right.
that
Cool.
want to go,
All
like
right.
you can jump
So,
in.
so one thing I want to like kind of like piggybacking off of what Ishmael and Sturdy said and Ruddy said. I had True winning 2-1. I had you winning the third and True winning the first two rounds. Again, they were all very close rounds, but the thing is, Casual, there were a lot of angles you could have went to rebuttal True's argument with the regular season success, because Curry has some great regular season. He brought it up a little bit with the 2021, but I would have brought up, the 2016 season. I would have elaborated on that season a little bit more, how ridiculous Curry was. The fact that he was the first player in history to put up 30 plus points on 50, 40, 92 shooting. You've never seen a season like that quite in NBA history, unanimous MVP. Stuff like that you didn't harp on enough. You did a lot of your debate was mainly rebutting his points, and you did a phenomenal job of rebutting the points. But the reason True won this debate is because he flat out just made a better argument for Larry Bird being greater. With although his rebuttals weren't as good, so if you just make those tweaks you win this debate pretty comfortably because a lot of the points True was making were very elementary. And you were making the more complex points. He was breaking it down the game a lot better than True. It's just he had more information to why Larry Bird was much greater than you did. But overall, it was a great debate.
Ishmael, you want to go?
Yeah, it was very close to me. I did I should have said more in terms of I did write notes too. The two things that True brought out was that really spoke to me was when he talked about that at least like Bird was considered the best player in the league at one point. When has Curry ever did that? And I feel like if you would have said something like that, then I feel like it would have went. If you would have addressed that, that would have went your way more.
Mm-hmm.
And the mannerism, to me, that is important. I feel like I believe in judging a debate is based on how convincing you are about things, and your expression is really important. That's why I thought, "Am I crazy?" Before his last debate, I mean his first debate, he did pretty good because he was expressive, and because of that expression, made me felt more convinced. And he basically glamorized about the players that he played against and whatnot, and I wanted that's what I got from it.
Mm-hmm.
While you were
Mm-hmm.
talking things mainly on factual and data and things that supported how
What the
he
fuck was
changed
that,
how
True?
Curry changed the game. And so,
I
like I
think
said, through the mannerisms and whatnot, that really sealed the deal on me on that. But it was really close, man.
I
Like I
think
said, it could have gone either way.
I think y'all low key missed out some points that Casual brought up. Casual rebutted mostly everything True was saying though. I think if it comes down to you guys' point of emphasize he should have emphasized Stephen Curry more throughout the debate. I think that's I think that's okay. But I thought for the most part though, Casual rebutted almost everything highlighted though. When he did rebut it in that second round, I thought Casual honestly won the second round because he did rebut pretty damn well. But I don't know. I think you guys just wanted him to highlight Stephen Curry's career for the most part. But I think he did. He didn't stay long on it. But I think when he rebutted True's talking points, he did come with some caveats. He just didn't stay upon those caveats about Stephen Curry for a long extended time. But I mean, people got their viewpoints on it. But I thought Casual won it because when he did make that rebuttal in the second round, True really didn't answer to that in that third round. So I mean,
Oh,
that's my thoughts on it. But I mean, it was a great debate either way it go. And True did that is True
I
A
lost.
game though.
I
A
lost the
lot of
rebuttal
people,
game. I did. I lost the rebuttal game. I ain't gonna lie on there. But like I
yeah.
said, I lost the rebuttal game. But when I
Yeah,
said two
yeah.
things though,
He
I
did.
did
Yeah,
say
he
two
did put
things.
on the button. Hmm.
Yeah, I did say I lost the rebuttal game, but like I said before, he didn't dress everything though. Like now if he would literally would just kill like all my talking points, then like that'd be okay. But when I said that like the Steph
And I'm
Curry
gonna
been
miss
a
this one.
liability,
Oh.
when I said the Steph Curry is a liability and like the best player in the league argument, I mean I like I said, it's hard to address that. You know what I mean? I said certain things where it's like you couldn't that had a rebuttal. If that makes
Mm-hmm.
any sense, you know what I mean? That's why I was like, I made sure that, like I said, only thing, like I said, I wish I would have stayed on the playoff. Like I said, I do believe, like, yeah, when it comes to efficiency and the scoring went down for Bird per se and fair and playoff. But like I said, when it comes to, like I said, defensive IQ, the awareness and like playmaking, rebounding, it always was the, we was there. I wish I could have touched on that, but I felt though, like I was worried about this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I said, I had a
that's what
lot
I
of
was about to
man,
say. I think like to Sturdy's point, I think, or even really just to all you guys' point, because it sounds like you guys are saying the same thing. The thing is, bro, like I think for what me and True was doing, True was focused on playing keep away, while I had to chase. That a part of the reason why I was so focused on rebuttaling was because I knew Bird, as far as accolades, is hard to argue, and even in regular season, like you have to work overtime so that you can add the context that can diminish those contexts. I mean, it can diminish those accolades to a degree. Now, whether I spent a little too much time, maybe discussing like why those accolades that he got, the context of those accolades, like I think I agree with you guys. I even felt while I was talking that maybe I could have steered away or gave it a break and said, let me talk about Curry's prime or Curry's career and what makes him so great in the regular season as well. I think I agree with that. But really, to tell you the truth, I'm really not mad with the result because I think with the way that me and True was debating, we had to debate. It was really a situation where you had to pick which one you were going to do. Were you going to be spending your time rebutting, or were you going to spend more time like this, sort of ignoring those points and just making points of your own? And I think he decided to do the latter, and I decided to do the original premise. And so, like whatever you guys
And
decide to
also,
do, like it's
Re-
fine.
Respectfully, could you not also have like led, like, for example, if you're disputing a point, could you not blend it into your own argument and also point out facts why your thing is great, like pretty much blend in what True was doing with your own thing?
Not
Yeah, so
necessarily.
so that's why
Not.
you can, because for example, casual, you had the opportunity. You mentioned, like, especially when you um what was actually about the teammate thing. You mentioned Steph Curry's bounce back and success after his foot. I mean, after his wrist, and but you mentioned it. That's why I said you emphasizing that, like, you can use rebuttals as transitions into highlighting the thing of the argument. And that's what I meant by both guys left things off the table, because to True's point as well, True illustrated how Bird was more versatile playing the playoffs, but he didn't emphasize enough the fact that my even though my playoff translation might not be as good from a scoring perspective, I'm still great at these other things, and here's their examples. So yes, I Zeno is on to something in regards, and I did it, and
But
plenty of
but
people in
but you
this VC did it. Like, you can
come.
use a rebuttal to transition
But
into highlights for your argument.
what point do you think he made that I could have used as like a transition to like a point for Curry, for a point for Curry? Like some of the
The
stuff he
teammate thing,
the
the
point,
the
but yeah,
teammate thing. Like I said,
the teammate thing I
teammates think it,
did.
and also like a point he made.
But
The
hold on,
point he
hold on, hold
made,
on, hold
like
on, Nard, hold
the
on, hold
best
on,
player.
hold on, Nard.
He did address the
That's what I'm
teammate
saying.
thing.
No, no, no. I addressed the
no,
Yeah,
teammate.
he addressed.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. I addressed the teammate thing and I transitioned to talking about Curry's teammates. That's the KD, the Harrison Barnes, the like that art. That's when I switched over to there. So like it wasn't like that; those didn't get addressed. Like I understand like what you
no,
guys are.
I didn't say
I under,
you.
but
I didn't say you didn't
but
address
that's
them.
what.
I
But that's
said no, no. I'm saying I'm to Zeno's question and proposal. I'm saying yes, you can use a rebuttal. I'm saying you can use a rebuttal, and I'm saying you had the opportunity. I think you had the opportunity to use that to
okay, and I'm
highlight
saying
more
for and I'm
Steph
saying for
Curry
but I'm saying for
greatness.
what which
Yeah,
point
put more
because that
emphasis
so
on it.
you
Way
wanted me
more
so
emphasis
you
on it. Like you did
but there's
transition,
only
but you didn't
but
put enough time on it.
but
You
to
didn't put enough
true but
time
to
on it.
True's point, it's only 3 minutes. You like those 3 minutes for what you have to be very specific with what you're trying to argue, and you have to be decisive. When I decided to rebuttal that part, especially talking about the teammates part, I had to focus on talking about the teammates that he had because his point leading into my round was talking about my team, the Curry's teammates, and how he had greater teammates than Larry Bird. So I had to spend time talking, adding context, and talking about what he did before and after. So I
No,
did that.
but that's not what this is, casual.
But
Is
that
once again, this is what Zeno asked in his proposal. I'm just giving you an example of a potential opportunity that you could use to rebuttal into transition to highlighting your
Okay. So I
argument.
think I think
That's
Sturdy,
all I'm saying. I'm not
the
saying you didn't rebuttal. I'm
that and
not
that's
asking
right
you what
there.
your reasons behind
But
it.
that right there, Sturdy.
I'm
That's what.
answering Zeno's question.
But
That's
that's
it.
what. But that's
It's a
what I'm saying.
hypothetical
No, no,
question.
no, 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 no. But Sturdy, what I'm saying is that right there. That right there. I think you jumped in far too soon because he was asking it as if I had not done it. So what I was about to say was yes. I was about to say no. I don't think that necessarily is the problem because more or less I think I did that. I think the problem that I critique myself on is just I did not fully establish. I did not take time to fully establish Curry's greatness in its
Yeah.
own. I think that was the problem. I don't think the rebuttaling and transitioning. I don't think I had any problem with. I actually think this, as far as this debate goes, this is probably my best job doing that part. But I did not set the stage for Curry alone. Like just put the spotlight on him. I focused more on taking the spotlight away from
No,
Bird, and
we saying the
centering
same
on
thing.
Curry. So
We
that's what
saying
I'm
the same
saying.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saying
but
the
you
same
gotta
thing.
put more. You
you're
gotta put more emphasis. Like you got to put just flat out more information up here. Like when there was a when you dropped the MVPs and you rebutted the MVPs with the LeBron James and how he wasn't able to win 3 straight MVPs, but he still had seasons in which he was amazing. I would have transitioned instantly into the Curry 2016 MVP and how Larry Bird doesn't have a single season coming close to 2016 Curry MVP and how impactful and how dominant he was offensively.
I was
That's what I
prepared
would
for
have
that.
done.
I was prepared
And
for
then
that,
when
by
he
the way.
brought the teammates,
Yeah, I
I
ain't
would
gonna
have.
lie to you.
He had a great rebuttal.
I ain't gonna
And
lie to you,
then
True. I
when he
wouldn't have
brought
yeah,
said
up
like
that.
Curry in
I wouldn't have
2022,
said that, True. I wouldn't have said
I'll
that.
be prepared for that.
that's
I
what
wouldn't
Absolutely.
have said
I
that
just
shit.
got that.
that's
I
what
No,
was
but
I'm
no,
prepared
not.
for
I'm not
that
gonna hold
MVP.
you. I'm not gonna
but
hold
I
like
you.
was
the point,
prepared
I'm
for
not
the
that
gonna hold
point
game
you.
is
You
MVP.
would
no,
not have been prepared for. I'm
the
not
point
gonna
isn't
hold you.
hard.
I'm not.
Like,
Let me get my. Let
go
me say it
ahead, go
real
ahead.
quick. You
Go
would
ahead, go
not
ahead.
have been prepared for that because honestly, respectfully,
I
Larry Bird does
wasn't
not have a
though.
season that's coming close to that 2016 Curry season.
But that's your
I was
So
opinion.
again,
That's
prepared.
I
your.
would have.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, no heart. That's your opinion. That's not. I don't feel that way. So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm a firm believer.
But
You
again,
can get
even if you don't
I
nasty.
feel
was
that
You
way,
can get
surprised
even
you
if you
didn't
don't
use the
nasty.
greatest shooter
feel
of
that
all
way,
time.
even if you
You
don't
said
feel that,
what?
you
Ezra, I'm
still harping it.
surprised you didn't use the greatest
Still
shooter of all
harping it.
time. I'm
And
surprised you
also,
didn't use that.
hold on,
Well, I
shit.
mean, I did.
And
I did.
also,
I
and
did. I
also,
did when I
You
mentioned
did.
the. Remember, I mentioned it
You
when I was
did.
talking about his rookie
I thought
season
you
and
could have harped.
the.
I thought you was gonna harp that a little bit more. I thought you could. I
Hey,
thought you could
That's a
have.
whole. Yeah, but
hold
that's 3 minutes,
on, Cash.
bro. Like that's a whole
I
round of
want,
doing
I
that
want,
shit.
like,
Yeah,
Cash, I
I'm.
wanted to
and
That's
say,
what I'm saying though.
also,
It
That's
was
a
again,
whole
about
round to
again,
do
3 minutes.
that.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying.
this. I
Shit,
want to
that
say
could
this
have
one
caught
last
that.
point,
I ain't
real
gonna lie
quick.
to you.
One last point.
That
Hold
could
on.
have went from me being 2-1 to being 3-0.
Cash, I want to say this while you're live
All right,
streaming.
and also,
Yeah.
hold on,
Hey,
real quick. One last point. Like you rebutted that point with the teammates perfectly. Like that was the perfect rebuttal. You need to harp way more on 2022 and what Curry was able to do as a floor raiser. How Curry was able to floor raise that
Oh
team
shit!
to
If
the
I
heights
do
they
any more,
reached,
I'd just
even
be
with the lack
glazing
of
that
shot
nigga. I
creation.
think I did. Hey, true. I think I did enough talk about 2022, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, you did not.
Bro, I
Hold
be
on,
on
hold
oh
on.
man,
that.
But I'll tell you what now. You can
Now
rewatch the
you
debate.
could did a
You
little bit
harped on it for
more
a little
though.
bit. You
Now
harped
you
on it
could do
for
a
a
little
little
bit.
bit,
You
and
probably could
then
do a
went
little
back
bit
off of
more
it.
though. But I would have. But like I said, like my whole thing though, like, but here's the thing though. When I mean by the teammates things though, that's why I meant like when I could have did this more emphasized too on Bird a little bit more. But like I said, that's why I made it like when I mentioned Larry Bird's complete game of a basketball player. Like I said before, and I mentioned Steph Curry being a liability. You know what I mean? Even with his greatness, that's why he had to. Because like even in 2022. Like I said before, and granted his defense was better at the time though, but they was one of the better defensive teams in the league. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like Curry when it comes to offense and scoring, he he did what he had to do. But like defensively, guys
True.
around him
I
better
want to tell
play
Cash
along.
something before. So while this streaming,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. So I won't seem like if I'm dropping shit out. I'm not gonna do that debate LeBron versus Bob Cousy because I feel like that's insulting my intelligence.
You know
No,
So
better,
no,
man. You
Ishmael,
know
Ishmael,
better.
Ishmael, Ishmael, Ishmael. No way you're doing this right now.
You can find
No way
well,
you're doing this
I'll
right
say
now.
this, Ish. Can
no,
you
no,
if
no,
you
no, no. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pick any point guard. Jason Kidd, Stephen Curry, Chris Paul. Pick the point guard. I'll do that. I'm not gonna do a LeBron versus Bob
yeah,
Cousy.
I
That
ain't gonna
shit.
lie though. You may have a point
That
because
shit
like
is
you want
stupid.
more
I'm not gonna
entertaining.
do
Like
that.
because I'm gonna be real
I,
with
I
you.
say
If
you
we
do it.
stream if it's
I'm
streaming,
saying
it's gonna be
I'm
hard
saying
to me, but
I have no problem debating Dart. I'm not gonna do a LeBron James versus. I'm saying this on stream, so it won't seem like I'm dropping out
Dart said he's
randomly.
ducking me.
And no,
Well,
oh, that's a fine.
I'll debate Curry. I'll debate the players that I watch. Curry. I'll do. Shit, I might
Curry
debate
versus
fucking.
Balcozy.
I might
Do
debate
Curry versus
Tony.
Balcozy.
Sure.
Something
Yeah,
I
do
interesting.
might
Curry, do
debate
Curry
Curry versus
versus
Tony.
Bob
Balcozy.
Cousy.
debate fight. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll do Curry. There's no problem.
So,
I watch these games and what? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not gonna do that's insulting my intelligence.
How
No thanks.
Greer
I
versus
got a
Bob.
so
feeling, bro.
Hey,
I got
true.
a
Hey,
feeling,
true.
bro,
Hey,
gonna
true. Hey,
come
true.
in.
If I really
I
wanted,
got a feeling he gonna come in and actually know
hold on, no.
his
Hey,
history
true,
about
true,
Cool
true. If I
Boy.
want to be nasty, can I be
I'm
like, can I
cool
be
with
like
it,
you
man.
was after the debate with Jason the Kid, and I'd be like, man, well, technically I want my polls. So.
That's nasty as hell. On your own channel, just nasty work. On your own channel, is nasty work.
so
On
all
your own channel is nasty work. Going on the tab on your own channel is nasty
all
work.
all
That's
I
the
Yeah,
know.
nastiest work.
but I just wanted to address that because
Shout
my phone might die, and I just wanted to say it before I die. I don't want to say it like I'm
Oh
ducking or
no! Don't
anything.
die! Don't die!
No, you
Don't die!
good.
Yeah, you good. Don't die.
Don't die. It's crazy.
No, I said my phone. I'm talking about my phone. Oh, this man. But yeah, I just want that. Yeah, any of those players, if he says Stephen Curry, sure, I'll debate Stephen Curry. No problem. No problem.
Dart is here. He's
So
in the chat. So Dart, if you are down for Curry versus Kuzzy, go ahead and get this show on the road.
When
We can
that
set
when
this up
that
for
when
next
that
week.
tournament start next week for Dart League? We don't know yet.
Oh shit, he should tell it. He should.
I'm
I mean,
not
he's in
doing.
here. He can
I'm
tell
not
us. I ain't
doing
gonna lie
the
to you. I
bar.
don't remember.
You don't? Do you know casual? Or you just
Hell
knew
no.
Oh,
I just know the topics.
I
But
ain't
yeah,
gonna
this
lie
was
though.
this was this was really a great debate.
Yeah,
Like,
I need a
true, bro.
topic too, Kev. You
I'm
gotta
pretty
say it.
impressed,
I forgot
bro.
it.
I keep forgetting
This
to
was the
type
first
shit, man.
time I heard you after all the shit that you was talking, bro. This is really this is what I was waiting for, and I'm glad I heard it. I'm glad I was listening. Like, you did great. Like, all the shit that you were talking, you proved it right here. I see it. Shit, man, you were almost like 2016 LeBron James. I don't know,
Dart
something
said.
like
See,
that.
hey,
Dart
He
said.
wasn't
So I
just
know.
Dart said
glazing his getting a
TBD.
little bit.
Dart
You know what
said.
I'm saying?
Dart
So
said
I don't keep it
TBD
so
real.
to be
No.
It's keep it
determined.
real though. It's
The
keep it
True to
real.
King Glaze is crazy.
so
Yes.
I do I
I'm not
do.
Now
gonna
you
lie.
did
Those
great.
Hey,
You did
points.
Glass.
great though,
I'm
True.
just keeping it real
You
though.
did
I'm not
great.
gonna
You
lie.
did great.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I do feel like in these debates though, saying statements in debates, it's just I can't get behind that, bro. I
What
feel
you
like
mean saying
we
statements in
all know
debates? That
basketball
don't
too
mean
much to just say stuff like
hold on, time out. A statement
hold on though,
don't
hold
mean
on.
nothing no more.
I feel like my nigga, like nigga, just hold on, bro. I don't talk long. I feel like saying flat out statements in debates is just outdated. Like we understand Larry Bird was a better passer, playmaker, rebounder, but like elaborate more on that. Like we can't just say
You're
statements
mentioning
because
stats.
at that point we could just say anything. What there ain't no it ain't
So,
stats. There's no stats in that.
Here's the thing too, though. Like that being said, too, like it's only so much
I
you
mean,
can
it's
do
just
because
very elementary. Like
Yeah,
we can do better.
it's
We
very. I
can do
mean,
a
you
lot
could,
better.
bro. Here's
That's
the
all I'm
thing, though.
saying.
But that being said, though, Nahar, you never had a debate. You never had rounds like that in your life to even critique about what
Bro,
I like. So
true.
let's
That
not.
wasn't even
so before y'all start arguing, let me
impressive.
can I say something right
I
quick?
hear, yeah, I want to hear what you have to
I
say,
can't.
buddy,
I can't.
man.
I can't shut. Hold
Most
on. I
niggas
just
say I
want to. I
never
just
had
want.
rounds. Bro, you act
Ready.
like you was like
Ready.
doing
You can
something
go.
insane when you
Ready.
was just saying elementary points.
Ready.
You
You can
brought up
say.
all NBAs.
Ready. You
Like, what
can.
are we
Ready. You
talking about
can.
right now?
You ready. You can go.
Talking about
Just can you give
greatness.
me 10 seconds? I just want to stress this. I cannot stress this enough to some of y'all, bro. It was only 3 minutes per round. There's only so much you can do. Like you have to be very descriptive. You have to be decisive. And you have to be very you have to focus on making sure that all your points are formed well so that you can be understood with what you're trying to say. And so like understanding all of that, bro, when you're doing that at like the at with like the procedures that me and True I feel like we did tonight, bro, 3 minutes is not enough, bro. 3 minutes
Yeah,
is
it's not.
not enough.
Yeah,
Three
it
minutes
kind
is
of isn't.
not enough.
Plus, like I
But
said,
I'm
it was
not
a
gonna lie.
better
So
argument.
hold
It
on,
was
hold
a
on,
better
You talk
argument.
fast
hold on.
enough. It's not that long, bro. I'm
Let
not
Ruddy
gonna lie.
go ahead and say
You
what he
just
had to
gotta
say. Thank
talk
you for being
faster.
patient, Ruddy.
so I do want to apologize because I did write way more stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
But I already felt like my response, like my judgment was long winded enough. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to like go into everything that I wrote down because I was literally the whole time just typing, listening, typing.
Mm-hmm.
But so I do feel like in a 3 minute span, as someone who's doesn't really know too much about the greatness, I just know that they're great players. I want to hear, you know what I'm
What
saying,
makes him so great?
how how this person is great because you had some great rebuttals. The Bill Russell rebuttal, explaining like how he can impact the game in different ways. I felt like it would have took some time to explain how that correlates with Curry if you were to really go in depth. but I don't feel like you would have had to go in depth because I feel like that was a great angle. So your rebuttals to me was on point. I was just trying to hear like how everyone else said, like, because there's a lot of great things that Curry was able to accomplish, whether you feel like he impacted the game in some way or not with 3-point shooting, or whether you, however you feel like with his finals runs and going head to head with LeBron 4 straight times and just a lot of shit. Because I felt like when you said you came off with a great point, you said this is not about who's better but about who's greater. But then it seemed that throughout the debate, you started to take the who's better stance because I would articulate that through your argument that Curry, oh, he's just the better player. You know what I'm saying? He hyper efficient. He's been that way before KD and years before they were in their prime and shit like that. He was hyper efficient, whatever. And then I felt like True was just more on the side of greater. It might have been a little thing of keep away because once he like established that main point, especially in his first round, I didn't really hear anything as terms of this person's greatness to really combat that. But the rebuttals, it was on point, man, and it could get tricky, fam. We could end up the rebuttal could be so good we could just end up arguing that point, and then it gets away from the actual debate itself. That's why I look for in the debate. We got the premise of Steph versus uh, 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 Bird, and I feel like True had established his premise from the first round, bro. And that's all that's all I wanted from you, man. But it was close to me, to be honest with you. It was really close, bro. That's why I took my time, paid attention, bro. It was close.
Would it have helped if I would have took time to describe the difference between better and greater?
I mean,
If you would have did that, you would have won a debate easily because
Okay.
you broke down the game much better than Drew.
Okay.
Like
Cause
I'm
that's
not even
what
gonna lie. Like
now
I
as
just
listen,
far as you just breaking down what Curry did, and
hear how Ray described it. It sounds like I think in my head. I'll say this ready. In my head, it sounds like with everything you described, it sounds like I described what made him greater, like his scoring, his hyper efficiency for for in like a multitude of different seasons. So like that's greater to me, but I could have stuck. It does sound like you thought that's what makes him better, not greater. And so in that sense, I probably should have took time to explain the difference between better and greater before going into those points, because then it would have made more sense to you. But I get it now.
listen. I knew where you were coming from, bro. You heard me? I
Mm-hmm.
knew where you were coming from. Me. But
Okay.
as someone who doesn't know, like to try to be objective, go into it not really knowing,